Hey, Parody. Isn't that where Gatr lives?
It looks very similar. I see the nice swampiness. The yard's immaculate. Looks good.
Is that? Hold on. Put me on shoulders. Hold on.
You see?
Wow, Jesus Christ, you're tall, dude. I can see through the second-story window. It is Gatr, and Hazel's there. Yo, you want to say hi?
Oh, hey, it is that time. We should. They're probably recording the show.
Oh, you're probably right. Let's go say hi.
Yeah. Guardian down.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Thanks for spending your time with us today. Welcome to episode 161 of Guardian Downcast, a Destiny podcast. If you love to play the game Destiny 2, then you've come to the right place. We're a couple of gamer dads that have played Destiny since that day one release back in 2014, and we're just as passionate about it today as we were back then. We not only seek the stories of Destiny content creators, but we're a podcast that gives a voice to the stories of our Destiny players out there. Who knows? Maybe you'll relate to one of them. We also discuss key topics and news within the gaming community. We're the show that asks, hey, you got Arc? All right, I know that was corny. Sorry. I'm your host, the Gatr, and my co-host Hazel is here as well. Man, how you
The
been?
door's locked. Okay. Okay. So,
Did you try the knob? Is it actually locked?
well, I tried to push it and it didn't move.
Fair enough.
Do you know
Did you
how to
punch
open lock moves? No. Oh, I can do that. Hold on. Let me back up. Let me get a little bit of running start.
Put your shoulder into it.
Yeah, I know. Okay, shoulder.
Hazel, what the hell was that, man? Did you hear
What's
something?
that?
Oh, no.
Did you cut somebody off?
No, I didn't. I swear.
Again?
Not this time. I didn't. No.
Well, so help me God, if they piss on my car, I'm going to blame you.
Dude.
I'm not opening the door. You open the door.
No, why'd you open the door, man? Oh, shit. It's my house. I got to open the door. All right. Oh. Respawn. Parody, what the hell are you guys doing here, man?
Why is he on the floor?
What? Excuse me. I was walking down the street and you had a mosquito on your door, so I tried to kill it with my shoulder.
Dude, I'm in the pest control business. You know that, right? I take care of that stuff. You don't have to worry about that.
You suck at your job because it's
What?
a big bug.
Dude, what is this dent in my door? What the?
It was a really big bug.
Parody, is he lying? What's going on here?
We've been trying to teach him to tighten, and he hasn't quite gotten it yet. So, he shoulder charged the door, but the style was just not quite, what he needed. So, you had a door. It's still mostly a door. It's got a hinge and part of a window.
My wife is going to kill me.
He said Arc 3.0 made the shoulder charge one shot again, and I thought it would work on a door, and it did not.
Wow. Hey, here's a crayon.
Ooh. It's right, the favorite color.
Well, welcome, guys. I mean, what do you guys want to do? You want to talk some Arc 3.0 or something? What do you guys want?
I guess Bungie
hey, you're already here.
Go through the trouble.
Yeah, come on in, man. Come on. There's a couple office chairs over there. You can sit in those, and yeah, we'll be good to go.
Yeah,
No spinning.
No,
please don't spin on the office chairs. Thank you.
Yeah,
why do
already
they have
yelled at
wheels
me
you
about
can't
that.
spin?
who's spinning? We're racing. These wheels are fast.
Oh,
Right.
my God. Okay.
Hey, do you have any more of those crayons? It's scented markers. Oh my God, those are so good.
Oh,
My wife is a
That's
teacher.
what I'm smoking on right now.
I could probably find some. My wife does teach. So anyway,
Ooh, let's just-
all right. Guess we're gonna wing it tonight. I guess we're gonna. What? Well, hell, let's just catch up. What have you guys been doing? Oh, by the way, if you guys don't know, this is No One Respawns in Real Life and Parody from the Two Titans and a Hunter podcast. And we decided to have some fun tonight. Night Demon was unavailable tonight, and we decided, what the hell, we're both recording on the same night. Let's jump in together and let's talk Destiny, man. I mean,
Destiny.
Yeah,
it is the lifestyle we've all given ourselves over to.
Well, I mean, we might have a little something going on in next week. I was thinking maybe we could talk about it.
I heard about a thing. I heard about a thing. I hope it's wrong.
I did hear some kind of rumor about that.
Because the thing that I heard is not good.
Not good.
No, it's all good. It's great.
It's nice. I need to hear about this.
Yeah, go for it. So let's start with Respawn. Other than running between planes and out of breath, which I heard when I was on your show a couple weeks ago. That was so funny, man.
I have no idea.
That was so funny. What the hell's going on in your life right now, man? How you been?
It has been really crazy. Work picked up a lot now. Because I don't know if you guys know, I deal very heavily with 911 systems, and because of COVID and a lot of the stuff, 911 systems have been on like a hiatus. They don't want to touch anything because everybody's so scared something's going to happen. And now everybody's like, all right, it's time to do all the upgrades all at once, everywhere in the world, simultaneously.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I was in Chicago 3 weeks ago, and I worked here for 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks' time, I clocked 164 hours.
Oh, my God.
In 2 weeks. Yeah. And I had a week off. I came back this week. I came back Sunday. And from Sunday to now, I'm already up to, like, I think 96 hours.
Damn.
I'll have to double check. 96 or 86. It's a lot. Wow. It's crazy, crazy hectic. And yeah, I was running through the airports because, get this, right?
Let's hear it.
So, I was supposed to leave that Friday 2 weeks ago from Chicago to go back home, right?
Right.
And they're all like, hey, we need you to stay an extra day. I'm like, why? They're like, because the buttons aren't doing the thing. I'm like, all the buttons do is change based on the location of the caller. It has zero impact on the phone being live. And I'm going to be here again in a week for your go live week. I'm like, but we really want to see the buttons transform. So, of course, my PM being a project manager, he's all like, just stay an extra day. You know, you can leave on Saturday, get a lot of overtime. I'm like, oh my God, money. It's so pretty. So I did it, right?
Okay.
Long story short, that next day, the guy that was doing the servers that we've been waiting on calls in sick.
Oh, shit.
Perfect.
So I'm just like, you know what? You know, this fits. This fits.
Oh my God.
So, long story short, Saturday morning, I'm trying to catch a flight. I get to the airport at noon, right?
Right.
And I'm like, my flight doesn't leave until 6:30. There's got to be another flight between going to Daytona now, right?
Right.
So, I go to try to catch another flight, and it says, hey, Daytona at E28 or something, which is literally 180 degrees on the opposite end of the airport.
Oh, no. How much time did you have?
Well, I had plenty. I had plenty of time to get there, right?
All right.
But I get there, right? And the gate has changed because the flight has been canceled. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So now it says Fort Myers, Florida. I'm like, I look at the screen. There's no other Daytona flights except mine in 5.5 hours, right? So I'm hanging out at the airport and everything like that. My flight changed gates 4 times, sending me from E gate to B gate, back to E gate, over to D gate before everything was finally said and done, right? And then we're at D gate, gets delayed once, gets delayed twice, gets canceled.
Wow.
This is at 7:30 in the afternoon, right? Or in the evening, I guess you could say, right? I've flown out of Charlotte as late as 11 o'clock to get to Daytona. And they're just like, all plans to Daytona are canceled due to weather. And I look at my app and I'm like, there's no rain here. There's no rain there. There's no rain within 100 miles of our path, right? WTF. So I go to the counter. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, well, all the planes to Daytona have been canceled due to weather. I'm like, first of all, that's a lie, but what can we do about it? And she gave me a look like, sorry, what? I should have said that's a lie. Anyway, she goes, well, we have plans going to Orlando. And I was like, and they're not canceled. She goes, no, they're on time. I'm like, Geographically speaking, Orlando is in the same place as Daytona.
Yeah,
so if Daytona is canceled due to weather.
Yeah. Yeah. Why is Orlando open?
Yeah. You see the point I'm making?
Oh, shit.
Right? And there's a pretty attractive young lady next to me, and she was on the same Daytona flight, right? And this lady's telling her that there's no more flights, and the girl's like, well, can you give me a hotel or something? And she goes, no, unfortunately, we can't give you a hotel because it was an act of God. It was weather that canceled the plane. Convenient. I looked at her, I was like, do not let her tell you that. This lady, ooh, if looks could kill, my God. I'm I was like, do not let her tell you that. I've been flying for 6 years. And you know what? If there are flights going into Orlando, it's not canceled due to weather. That girl got a hotel.
Nice. Good for you, man. Nice. Good for you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So Disney can control the weather. I see. I see it now.
But you think that's the end of the story, but it's not.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. So my Orlando flight gets delayed twice.
Just to spite you.
And I was after that second delay, I'm like, oh no, I know what's coming next. Right?
I think that lady, lady at the gate did it, I think.
Yeah. The plane finally got there. Uh-huh. And what happened was they actually had to swap out planes for a bigger plane to accommodate the people from Daytona and Orlando. So that's why it was delayed twice. Wow. They were looking for a bigger plane.
They were being cheap. They didn't want to do two flights just when they can do one.
Exactly. So I get to Orlando. I land after 1 o'clock in the morning in Orlando, Oof. Right? I go down to my carousel to get my bag. The app says, hey, your bag's on carousel 25. Dope. Let's go get it. My bag's not on carousel 25, guys.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I bet I know what happened. So I go to sign it up. There's an office where you can go to and you sign a piece of paper and they actually mail your bag to your house so you don't have to come back, right?
That's nice. Mm-hmm.
So I go there, I give them the ticket. They're like, your bag's in Charlotte. I'm like, who knew? So just mail it or whatever, right? So my back is killing me at this point. I've had real bad back problems lately. So my back is killing me. So I leave the office and I see the sign for the rental car because I had to get a rental car to go home because I've had to change airports now, right? And I go up there and the rental car starts at Z. Right? Mm-hmm. And I'm in E, Echo, right? And I'm looking down as far as I can see, and it stops at R. And I look down the other direction past Z, and there's all the other car companies. I'm like,
oh, no.
Huh? You know, I'm like, is there anything after R? No, there's a 3-story drop to my death. Well, that's not right. I go up to the counter, I'm like, dude, where the hell is E? And he goes, oh, that's on the opposite side of the airport. I have been to so many airports all around the world, and this is the only time I've ever been to an airport that splits their car rental between 2 separate places.
Yeah. Orlando International.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's all, you know why? It's because they're half of the airport's under construction. They've been moving stuff all around. It's crazy.
I didn't know why. It didn't help. I was still pissed.
It didn't help you though. I understand. I empathize. I'm just saying that's what it is.
So I finally.
Wow. So it's not Disney. It's not Disney and Peasant. They don't have it split up that way.
No, sorry.
So I finally get to the car, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning now. Right? It's after 2.
Yeah.
And I've had issues staying awake at random times. Right? I'll get hit with like the Sandman just punches me in the face repeatedly, and I can't take it. Right? So I'm like, all right, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I need caffeine. It's a 45-minute drive home. I'm good. I go to McDonald's, right? 24-hour McDonald's. I'm like, hey, can I get a latte? So we're out of coffees. You know, it's late. I'm tired. But I could have sworn you said you're out of coffee? Yes, sir. We're completely out. How the fuck?
How about you walk over there and make some? It takes 5 minutes.
I was like, what do you have that has caffeine? And they're like, I don't know. I'm like, do you have Coca-Cola? Yes. Coca-Cola's got caffeine. I'll take Coca-Cola. So I'm hyped up on pain, aggression, and now Coca-Cola caffeine. And I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm not going to make it home. Oh, God is funny in so many ways. My exit is 116 or 118, depending.
Right.
I'm at 110, and I am drifting off the road.
Oh, no. You're not making it.
I'm not making it. I'm falling out.
Did you have to pull over and take a nap?
Hard, yes.
I know.
I had to take a 20-minute nap 20 miles from my house. Not even 20, 15 miles from my house.
Oh my God, I know where you are, too. I know exactly where you are.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I come walking through the door at 3 in the morning, setting off my alarm because I forgot to turn it off. My kid's awake. My dogs are awake. My wife's awake.
Oh, no.
It's like, oh, my God. It was a whole nightmare. And I told my boss, it's like, I don't want to travel anymore.
So that was one day. How was the rest of your week?
The rest of all one day. Fine. The rest of the week was fine, except my kids started school.
Oh, that's right. We had a few people in our Discord that talked about that.
Dude, he's only 3 and his little, and you're thinking, he's going to have a hard time at school. He's going to be like, where's my mom? Where's my dad? I'm freaking out.
Right.
No! The little dude's just like, oh, I'm in a new place. Bye, mom. Bye, dad. And we're just looking at each other like, did he just walk away without giving a damn?
Oh, no.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't even care. Like, he's so smart. He understands what's going on. Me and the wife were kind of hoping for this, like, emotional kind of separation thing. I know it sounds weird, but the kid's like, bye. Yo, are we bad parents?
I think it's the opposite, actually. I think you're good parents because of that.
Yeah, but anyway, that's how it was. And I've been dealing with that all week. It's actually been hard on me because, like, I'm hardly at home as it is. You guys know with my crazy travel schedule.
Yeah.
So now whenever I am at home, half the day my kid's going to be gone. So the little time I have with him is cut in half now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Hopefully with the kid going to school, the wife can get a job and maybe I can get a local job where I don't have to travel so much. Or this Patreon, you guys can support us so that we can do this all the time.
There you go.
There you go. That's an idea.
Nice plug. Nice.
Yep.
Parody. Hopefully your week has not been as hectic. How you been, man? I haven't heard from you in a long time.
No, my week hasn't been nearly as hectic. Just getting back from work and after 2 weeks and going, all right, here's the development team you're going to lead. Here's the project we're in the middle of. And here's the software transition we're going through at work. Go.
Oh no!
So just more craziness.
You're leaving out that you were in a whole ass other world for 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, I mean, because that world, we don't speak about the world beyond the veil for 4 hours into the past of the great Alaskan wilderness. We don't speak about that because it's wonderful there and cool and lovely. And now we're back here and where there's work and heat and things.
Wow.
Yeah, but no, my family's been trying to plan a Alaskan cruise since 2020. And for obvious reasons, cruising hasn't really been a thing the last few years. So that finally happened this summer. So my dad and stepmom have been trying to plan this, since the summer of 2019, basically. So that happened. We were on a ship for 2 weeks, just going through different pieces of Alaska. None of us have ever been on a cruise. None of us have ever been to Alaska. But it makes you want to move to Alaska, where there's a lot fewer people and nicer weather, at least part of the year.
Was it like 24-hour sunshine? I think they do that in the summer sometime, don't they? Or is that
it was sort of close. Like the sun would come up at like 5 or 6 a.m. and then like the last couple of days we were there, like the sunset would be at 11.
Wow.
Like leaving the airport at Anchorage, it was like it's 11 p.m.
That's
and
crazy.
The sun's just like thinking about going down. Like it's on the horizon near the mountains. Like I could go down. Maybe I could. Maybe I'll stay here.
That's crazy.
It's wild though. Like flying back because you're like it's a sunset the entire time you're flying east from Anchorage into Newark, New Jersey.
Nice. Wow. Well, have you guys played any Destiny? Have you had any chance to play any Destiny this week?
Very, very little. I've had enough time to jump on, get a couple weapons and armor pieces that were suggested, and then pop off again.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. I've been doing a little bit of cleanup. I actually got through the Duality Dungeon for the first time this season.
Nice.
Not from lack of want or time, but just happened to get on, and Blue Screen was like, "We're going to do a thing. Well, let's go run the dungeon." So did that with him. Ended up dragging Panoramics through the end of it, being like, "Here's what we're going to do. Here's where we're going to take your underleveled self through the end of this. You're Titan. You're on fire. It'll be fine. It's all good."
Wow.
So got that done. Got enough of the challenges to get my large pile of bright dust. I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm done. I'm out.
Nice. That's good, man. I mean, I've only run it 2 times. If that helps you out, honey. That's
crazy.
I've got the grenade launcher. That's it.
Nice.
And a couple pieces of armor that I dismantled immediately. But
I've got butt capes and boots. Although I have to say, I really, having now gone through it on two separate evenings, I actually for one started it like early in the Bungie reset week.
Right.
So I had time to finish it up in the same week. Not that it wouldn't have been that hard to do in one sitting, just didn't have the time for it. But I like that on the final boss, you could go through and just go, like, I mean, it took us like probably 6 or 7 cycles to get through it, partially again, because we didn't know we were doing it first and just taking our time through it. I appreciate that it wasn't penalized, like there wasn't a time mechanic. There wasn't any kind of mechanic to end it and fail us.
Right.
We were just able to get through it, sort of at our leisure, going,
I
we know what we're
timers.
doing. We're getting through this.
Quit putting timers.
We're going to
on
get through the
activities.
content.
Yeah, let us play at our pace, please. Thank you.
No.
Exactly. Yeah. I appreciate having, someone having time to go answer the door because their dog started barking because someone came for their door. It's like, all right, just go hide in the corner, throw up a barricade. We'll keep you alive for a minute.
I hear you.
And pick this back up where we started.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Welcome to old man gaming.
That's it. What about
because I've had to play a Titan so long, I've gotten 2 exotics on the Titan, the dungeon being one of the exotics. Wow, man, the Titan's your lucky one now. You should always use Titan to farm exotics. It's like, no, I've only been playing the damn Titan for 6 months. Of course it's going to be the one to get the exotic, It's not luck, it's numbers.
No, it's your lucky Titan now. That's how it is. You're going to go back to your hunter, and you're only going to get exotics on your Titan from now on. That's the way it goes.
I really should. If I could pet her in real life, I would.
Wow. Well, hey, at least you got to play some Destiny. I mean, even Respawn, you got to play a little, right? A little bit.
Only a little bit, yeah. What about you? Have you been so busy you can't play?
No, I tell you what. I'll ask Hazel. Hazel, let's start with you, man. What's your week been consisted of? You've been able to play Hazel. You've been able to play Hazel. Have you been able to play some Destiny? And what's been going on this week, man?
And have you been able to play Hazel? I think the people want to know.
No, don't play Hazel.
I haven't been able to play Hazel, but
good point.
Yeah, but yeah, I have played. I actually did a master. Is it? Oh, master. What's the
Nightfall
the dungeon?
Oh
no, the one dungeon that's
duality?
Not really a dungeon with. What was it?
Shattered Throne?
No, that's an actual dungeon. This is the one where you can get the dead messenger.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I had to do that too. It was slamming.
Did you solo
myself.
Oh no, you didn't. Okay.
No, it was slamming myself and Cloud, and we plowed through it on the second time. It was no big deal whatsoever. We basically just owned it, and I had to laugh because I kept thinking about you, Gatr.
I hate that damn timer, man. The timers piss me off.
Exactly. I was just like, I don't understand why Gatr hates timers, because that was the most fun I've had in Destiny.
How much time did you have left? How much time did you have left after getting the last Scion?
4.5
Well,
weeks.
that was the funny thing, was because our time was getting lower and lower, and we just kept dying. And it was like, we got into the room, and I think we had like 7 minutes left.
Okay.
I'm like, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, that's what you say. And then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, and then I died, and then Priceless died.
Yep.
And then Slammin would die, and we just kept cycling this. And I'm like, okay, now we're down to a minute left. Now I think it's time to get serious.
And you melted them that quick?
Left.
Really?
Well, I mean, no, we've been like getting,
you've been whittling away.
Damage to it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow. That's about what we did.
So, yeah, I was just okay, well, we've got like a minute left. I think it's time we get serious. And then we have 30 seconds left. I'm like, okay, we really, really got to get serious.
Butts puckering up. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, we got 15 seconds. And then all of a sudden we did it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I think I had 30 seconds left when I did it with, I think it was Salt and Metagiles, I think is who I did it with.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Y'all are pros compared to me. I did it the first time solo, non-hard mode, right?
Yeah, right.
And then I was like, well, we got to do it hard mode now. So I took in a few people with me to do hard mode. We finished it with -4 seconds.
Oh my God, man.
-4.
And it gave it to you?
Yeah, we had killed the boss, and we were just waiting for the door to open, and the clock was still ticking, and it went -4 seconds.
I didn't know it had negative. Wow. Jeez.
And we're like, because you know that part where you have to wait for the damn door to open, and that clock is still going?
So you can get the exotic. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So,
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Anything?
You got 30 seconds. You got a minute. Man, y'all are pros.
Yeah. Well, I had a couple killers on my team, so that definitely helped. So, and it sounds like Hazel did too. Anything else, Hazel?
Not much.
Okay. Just kind of.
I did do a Master Vogue run with Monkey and Brittany and the rest of our
nice
day one raid race team.
How is the Master Vogue? Is it too tough, or is it? I've never done one.
It depends. It depends. Honestly, if you're trying to do all the challenges like we were, it was, to put it bluntly, it was a real artificial challenge.
Right.
But really though, it wasn't bad. I never really did Grandmasters and things like that before because I always assumed like I'd get one shot and just die.
Right.
But it's not like that. You can actually survive and get hit like once or twice or three times even.
And the biggest problem about a master anything is just learning the routine, learning the spawns.
The new parameters. Yeah, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And you just run it and memorize it.
Yeah, and we were trying it and everything, and it was fun. I was surviving, and Monkey like graduated me beyond like his right hand man, so I was like holding down a side with another person, and it was fun.
Nice. Very cool, man. Man, you got some hard stuff done this week. I wish I could say the same, but I have.
How many of your alts did you level up?
No. I don't have time. Parody, I don't have any time.
Wait, you have alts?
Yeah, I do.
That's a thing?
Yeah, it is a thing. Yeah,
this is new to you. This man is a fire team unto
well,
himself.
it's okay. It's okay. We just know that Respawn doesn't listen to our show. That's okay.
Gator comes down with a fire team of 9.
They told me that you have alts, but I just thought it was like an inside joke. You know what I mean?
I have 9 Gators. Yeah, let's go. No, I just doing bounty prep. I've been doing bounty prep on all 3 of my characters on my main Gator account. I haven't had any time to do. I haven't any time to do anything else, and it doesn't help that my business is just cranking right now. Everybody's got problems, and excuse me one second.
Yeah, it's good though.
To be fair, those are the highest class of problems to have.
Yeah,
things are going amazing.
Not enough, right?
Yeah.
It's busy, and it's irritating because I've been trying to learn like all these new things in the last couple of weeks. I've been learning DaVinci Resolve, and last time I used a video editor was back when Sony Vegas Pro was out. You can count how many years ago that was. And I decided to get back into doing some YouTube content, and I've released 3 videos now, and I'm putting my money. I'm basically, backing up my talk. When I was on the show with Night Demon and Kingsley Mack, I mentioned that I wanted to help the new player out, so I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I've already released 3 videos, and hopefully it's helping some people out, and we'll see. But
that's awesome.
Yeah,
hopefully those people are in our Discord so they can hear
roast me?
Us say that, hey, that's not a good tip.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
No. Even if you're look, every video is a learning experience. It's either, hey, I didn't know I could do that, or, oh, now I know not to do that. Either way, it's a learning experience.
No, I don't mean that, Respawn. I mean like the tips that he's actually giving out. Like, all of it, like 99% of this video was good. I'm gonna give him credit there.
99,
but then that one last little bit.
Well, okay. It's a known
just
fact.
A question, Respawn.
Yeah,
just a question for Respawn. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So, okay, Respawn, you are in dire need of upgrade modules, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right. What do you do to get upgrade module?
I go to the gunsmith and I'll try to run Nightfalls from the highest difficulty that I can.
Okay, so you buy them. You use the legendary shards.
No, I don't buy them.
And...
No. I get them from the gunsmith. The bounties. He gives you
No. Those are enhancement cores.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's talking about the upgrade. He's talking about the actual upgrade materials. They look like a little Rubik's Cube
and stuff.
Yeah, when you infuse stuff, you infuse gear and stuff.
Oh, yeah. No, I buy those.
Well, they cost
with the cores I get from doing the bounties from the gunsmith.
I think they're 5,000 glimmer. I think they're about I want to say 20 legendary shards and like 25 of some material from some planet. And one of
it's 100. But yeah.
100.
Oh no, it's 25. You're right. Yeah, it's 25.
Anyway, I just know. My last video I put out was a was a Glimmer Farm video that maybe a lot of people don't know about or maybe don't use. And it's something I actually used several years ago. And I just got to thinking about it. I was like, man, I need to farm some Glimmer, to be ready for next season. I want to make sure. And I'm looking at the Destiny recipes, trying to keep up with Monkey. Holy crap. But,
yeah, good luck.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I've given up. But we got some hardcore players in our clan, man. I'll tell you that. But
yeah.
No, the main thing was, I remember back to this farm that I used to do. It's just a 3 lost sector loop that I did. And I said, you know what? I need to put that in a video because there's probably other people out there that are freaking out right now, or they don't want to spend 20 pieces of Glimmer or 20 pieces of a planetary material to get 10,000 Glimmer when they can just go get $5 and $6 grand each legendary. Each lost sector. So I just put a little video out there, made a little funny part of it in the middle. And I said, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and buy one of these, finest matter gems from the store and show people how it'll drop if you kill a yellow bar. And when I did it, I knew Hazel was exactly what he was thinking. I knew what he was saying. And I even put a comment in the video saying, now some people think this is too expensive, 200 bright dust. But,
he spent bright dust to get an upgrade module.
But see,
19 is over here shaking his head. He tells people, do not buy these. They are not worth it. He's just shaking his head in disappointment.
The bright dust isn't the expensive part. It's the bright dust plus the time you invest in it, right? Yeah. Because you have to go farm a yellow boss. And now they do drop them fairly often.
Pretty
there's
quickly.
Sometimes, there's sometimes I've had that stupid little icon up there for 20 minutes.
Yeah. So that's true. I mean, it's true, but you can put on, there's another, consumable you can use. It's not coming to mind right now, but you could use that to get enhancement cores when you just, hit, destroy yellow bar enemies. And, there's at least 3 in each of these legendary lost, or I keep saying legendary, each of these lost sectors. So I wanted to show people that, but I'd already used them all. So I couldn't show them that. But no, it was just a way you could be creative and, get gun kills for like your stuff you're trying.
Yeah.
It was like a multitask video. Yeah. And it's basically what it was in a nutshell, but not just saying, I'm just starting to release, it's called like a new player series. It's like a playlist I'm going to start on my on my YouTube channel where I'm just little tips and tricks.
Just new light videos.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought about new light, but I didn't want to copy Bungie, so I just put new player series or something like that. We have like a banner at the bottom that my daughter's doing all my thumbnails, so we're keeping it very.
Are you copying Bungie or are you improving on it?
Well, I don't know, but all I know is Bungie's not going to help, so I have to step in. And other YouTubers have tried, and there's a lot of YouTube videos out there that help new players, but they're all pretty old. They're not very recent. So
yeah, that's one thing I was going to say is if you're doing, while you're doing it, put in, season 18 or 2022, because that's
exactly what I know in the title, 2022.
Yeah, because that's one thing we get questions to the show periodically, or just people asking like, hey, how do I do this? Or I'm trying to go, get insert exotic here, and the original quest is gone, or the way you get it has changed. And whenever you go search YouTube or whatever, you get all the old articles from 1, 3, 7 years ago of here's how you used to do it. Well, how do you do it today? If today I want to go farm gun X, how do I do that?
Right.
What steps do I need to take?
And will the game even tell me? So you get videos from D1.
Yeah. Well, it's not that old, but it's something actually Hazel said on our last episode. He goes, there's no videos out there saying, listen, this is an auto rifle, and these are the perks you want to use on it, depending on what you're trying to do. And I said, and he mentioned there's really, there's God roll videos out there for the the hardcore out there that want to go to Crucible and murder people, but there's really nothing to help the new player. So it's given me some ideas. So it isn't the Plug Todd the Gatr show. I just wanted to mention that's what I've been working on, and it's taken a lot of my time, and it's been that and bounty prep for me. So it's I mentioned it on the show that I'm trying to help new players, and I'm just putting my money where my mouth is there. So,
well, good on you. I mean, the video editing is a giant hole of time you can throw.
Oh my God.
That's the thing. Everyone's like, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to do this. Do you though? Video editing can be a ton of fun, but it is also, you can absolutely, I mean, I imagine it's sort of like audio editing, which I do not do.
Yeah.
But I did, the video editing for our first couple of years of shows, being like, oh, I'll just put this together. And yeah, no, the amount of raw material, the amount of raw material you need. You think, I'm going to put together these, hour of thing or whatever. like the amount of raw material some of these guys must have on hand when you're trying to talk about a thing to find the thing you're trying to talk about. I was just trying to find gameplay at all and trying to cut out, me going to the menu every 6 seconds. It's like you think, I spent all this time playing, and you go back and look, it's like, no, I didn't. you really realize just how much of this game you're sitting in orbit, you're loading, you're waiting for something to happen versus playing the game, and it's a little depressing for a moment.
I have a newfound respect for people who make YouTube videos, and on
people who edit them anyway.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot involved, man. You have to collect clips. You have to organize the clips. Man, that takes a lot of time. Just organizing stuff.
Well, again, like you said, that's for the editors. Some of these YouTubers, like the Jez, they'll make the content, but then they ship everything else.
Of course.
Some guy to edit,
and they pay major bucks for that. That's part of their brand, and that's fine. But I don't have that kind of brand. I have to do it all myself. And I figured it out the other day. It takes about an hour per 45 seconds of actual content. Yeah, that's how much time it takes me to make these videos. So that 7-minute video took me about 12 hours to make. So
well, you're still new. Once you get into your
exactly.
groove, I'm sure
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Respawn.
Like you said, then rendering. You're like, okay, it's done. Yeah, I'm gonna render this. Oh, it should be 6 hours.
No.
That's why you need the new computer.
I've got a 3080. I'm good. But it renders in about that video rendered, I say, in about 14 minutes, and I rendered it at 4K. So, but here's the thing. My daughter is a professional digital artist, and I said, babe, this is going to get easier, right? As you get better at it. She goes, Dad, you just can't skip. You can't, well, she said, you can't half-ass it. You got to do it right. And if you're going to do it right, it's about what it takes. I'm like, wow. Okay. But honest, I'm having a fun time right now making it. So, but let's move on.
That's all that matters.
Let's move on. We wanted to catch up, and, but we also wanted to talk some Destiny tonight. And I was wondering, did you guys want to go over the article about the ARC 3.0? Did we want to go over that first for our listeners, or did we just want to jump right in? The
article or the TWAB?
Well, the TWAB talked about something else. There was a separate article, right, Hazel, about ARC 3.0?
Yeah.
Did you want to kind of breeze us over it? Maybe just give us the top-down view on it?
Yeah. Where the hell's the article? Is it still on the same TWAB place?
Bungie.net. There's this company that makes this video game. They have a website. They put articles up there.
I'm saying, is it under news, though, is what I was saying.
Pasted
Artist Spotlight.
Yeah, I pasted it in our chat.
Yeah, it's pinned in our chat.
I pasted it just now, too.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually right below the showcase banner. I'm clicking on it right now.
Or go to your chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go to your chat. Which room is it in?
And the
chat, 3.0.
Right.
Podcast live chat?
Yeah.
Are you cool with that, Hazel? You want to go over it real quick? Just give everyone kind of the 30,000-foot view here?
Podcast live chat, there's an angry picture.
I mean, what do you mean by 30,000-foot view?
I mean, you just want to give us the broad strokes on what each character is going to do, or?
What do you mean? Is that the distance?
With the verbs.
Let's do it.
Those are
the wrong button.
Well, I tell you, why don't you do it the way we normally do it, where I try not to interrupt, and you read it and then ask us what we think.
Boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I'll try. I'll be quiet.
We're gonna make it real far.
Is this the part
I'll mute myself. I'll mute myself. Okay.
I don't know what's going to piss you off, so I'm excited to hear what's going to piss you off. I'm excited.
All right. Well,
5-letter word.
I was going to say, if you were going to say a 3-letter word, I was going to say arc, but yeah.
Every part of this.
When it comes to, man,
let Hazel speak.
Yeah, we'll let Hazel explain it to our listeners.
Scream at us.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to have to mute the mic because I'm getting upset. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so the verbs for arc are going to be amplified, which is the first thing, which is basically going to increase movement speed and handling speed. And basically make Guardians more agile and able to perform longer slides that can function as a devastating setup for some of the attacks that follow based on, artifacts, mods, and, fragments and things like that. Unlike other damage types, players don't need to equip any specific aspects or fragments to become amplified. By default, all arc classes become amplified after rapidly defeating targets with any arc damage. And equipped aspects and fragments offer additional ways to become or benefit from being amplified. So that's the first verb, is amplified. And then the second one is going to be blind, which blinded opponents in PvE won't be able to see naturally, and will also be disoriented and unable to fire their weapon. And then jolt. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. In PvP, blinded opponents will have their screen whited out and their HUD removed for a short period of time alongside a disoriented, washed out audio effect. Jolt is the third verb. So jolt means that opponents who are jolted basically will be damaged and then periodically send slivers of chain lightning out to nearby enemies, damaging them in the process. So those are your three verbs: amplified, blind, and jolt.
So I wonder what else we're going to have, because these are the ones they're telling us about.
Well, you also have another kind of passive thing too, right? Now with Arc 3.0, everybody's going to get ionic traces, which used to only be warlocks. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Ionic traces are coming to all classes, and those are the things that would basically add energy. I think before it only added energy to your super.
No. Those things give you energy to every one of your abilities, including your super.
And the Cold Heart exotic line, what do they call? Line rifle? I never can know what they call it. Trace rifle. It actually sends those traces back to you as well. But this is something that the Warlock has always had in its arc class.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Warlock's the Cold Heart's going to make it even better, because the Cold Heart's got that perk that generates them while in its high damage state.
Right.
Yeah, because with those things, and then you add, there was a few different ways to do it. Using certain exotics, you could get your Kamehameha back in like 30 seconds. You know, having your Kamehameha every 30 seconds was wild because of those little ionic traces.
That's Chaos Reach for our friends playing along at home.
Oh yeah, give it to me.
Okay, so have we hit the thing that you're not a fan of, Respawn?
No.
Blind,
we're just
keep going. I do think it's interesting how they said the speed boost is going to be basically as fast as the sprint animation can go.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious how that's going to play out. And how to play out on
Sonic.
And how to play out on older consoles too. Is it going to be like we talked about last week? You know, drop your settings to 720 to see hunters who are invisible because the invisibility looks terrible at 720.
Right.
If you drop your frame rates down or play on older hardware, is it easier to see people because they move slower?
No, the legs are just going to be blurry. It's just going to have a shimmer like the Flash. You know, when the Flash runs, his legs are just like a shimmer. It's going to be like that.
Right.
Perfect.
So let me do the honors of the Hunter, if you don't mind.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
I'm finally gonna get to play her again. It's like a long lost dream. Sorry, I don't know why my voice changed octaves like that.
Pure
Hunter dashing forward, crackling with the power of arc lightning, is a sight sure to strike fear in the heart of any enemy. As with previous subclass revamps, the team had definite images in mind when considering what new arc should feel like in combat. For the Hunter, the team imagined a graceful warrior monk, giving Hunter the ability to get in close quarters quickly and effectively make mincemeat out of his opponents. For Hunters, we wanted to reward staying in close and being safe while you're in close quarters with an enemy, which is very difficult to do in a lot of our content, said Humboldt. We wanted to give them tools to stay alive while they either closed the gap or were in a melee combo. That came primarily in the form of giving them crowd control tools. And I'm going to pause right here because I've been doing this with a certain glaive all season, and this glaive also happens to be arc, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for all of you out there that are using the glaive called Nezarec's Whisper.
That's the exotic one.
It has it's a legendary, but it has an origin trait called Extrovert. Final blows while near multiple combatants or near nightmares restores health.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
This is the one from the Leviathan, right? The new one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I had it on the other day. I know what you're talking about now.
Yep. The craftable one.
Yep.
And on top of that, well, they're all craftable. And on top of that, right, if what I remember is true, Hunter's melee can heal on kill or something like that, right? So if the melee can heal on kill and the glaive counts as a melee, you'll get double healing using this glaive in the upcoming content. Just want to put that out, see if that plays out. Okay, back to this. Okay, to that end, Hunter's Arc Staff Super is returning. With Arc Staff, Hunters will be able to block and deflect projectiles with a press of a button, as well as perform an armored dodge, where, upon dodging, the Hunter is more resistant to incoming damage. So for that 0.3 seconds, you're a little bit tougher. Huzzah! But one super just didn't seem like enough to the team. Thus, oh, God damn it. This is why we don't have a script. Thus, the introduction of a brand new Arc-themed super, the Gathering Storm. Here, the Hunter leaps into the air, hurling their staff into the ground, or to an unlucky enemy, almost like a spear. And upon impact, the staff emits a damaging burst that jolts nearby enemies. Soon after, a giant bolt of lightning strikes the staff and overcharges it, creating a large damage zone around it for several seconds. And while overcharged, the staff sends out arcs of lightning to damage any enemies that move near it. And for all of you that call this a stripper pole, I dare you to go play on it.
I tell you what, this makes me want to lose the bet purposely, Hazel, and play Hunter next season.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you got a bet going on?
Oh, yeah, we got one going on too. Yeah, where it's Hazel says the next raid is going to be
Crota, obviously.
No. Well, I say it's going to be King's Fall, and Hazel says it's going to be Wrath of the Machine.
Hope it's Wrath of the Machine. I'm right there with you, Hazel.
If he loses, and it's King's Fall, he has to main a Warlock next season. If I lose, I have to main a Hunter. Is that what you decided? It can't be Warlock though. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. I might like this. This looks pretty badass.
Somebody that has lost 2 of these bets in a row. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No. You're playing Hunter. I encourage that. Yeah.
I mean, I have a Hunter. I just don't main him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Hunters are amazing. They've always been amazing, despite what they've done to Arc 3.0. Fucking tight. Whatever. Okay. On the melee side, hold on, let me get in character. Breathe in, breathe out, let the anger flow through you. Okay. On the melee side, the team kept the Hunter's combination blow ability, feeling like it was right in line with the graceful warrior fantasy that they were going for. Kills with combination blow will refund dodge energy, increase melee damage, and restore a small amount of health. That's why I'm wondering if combination blow will work with a glaive. I hope it does. Allowing skilled hunters to chain their dodges and melee attacks into balleic bursts of beautiful fury. That was really good. That right there, I should copy paste that. Make it a tattoo. Balleic bursts of beautiful fury. That's so
good alliteration.
In addition, the disorienting blow melee returns, blinding opponents with a devastating palm attack while also now amplifying the hunter along the way. Hunters will be able to choose from 3 arc aspects to customize their tactical style. First one being flow state. Defeat
them opponents. Kill them good. Come on, you got this.
Defeating a jolted opponent causes you to become, I'll do that. Defeating a jolted opponent causes you to become amplified. When amplified, the hunter's dodge will recharge faster and make you more resistant to damage. And you have quicker reload times. Oh, yeah. You also get something called a Tempest Strike. This allows the hunter to perform a sliding melee that launches an arc wave along the ground, dealing significant damage and jolting enemies in its path. And last but not least, we have the Lethal Current. After dodging, the hunter's melee lunge range is increased, and their next melee attack jolts the target and creates a damaging lightning aftershock. When used with the Arc Staff Super, after dodging, the hunter's next staff light attacks hits twice. In addition, hitting a jolted enemy with the melee attack will blind them.
Damn.
Finally.
That's a lot.
That's a lot for a hunter, man. That's a lot for a hunter.
Yeah. Finally, and of particular note, Arc 3.0 will bring back the blink movement for Arc Hunters. Let me say that again. Thanks for
it's up to you.
Yeah, well, no. Somebody re-upped their subscription with Prime.
Look at the Discord. We're over here in the Discord.
I am. It caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for the noise. I'm
back.
Good. I'm good. Also, AZ, fuck you more. Okay. So it will bring back the blink movement for hunters. In fact, the blink ability will also include a baseline buff for any class that has access to it. Looking at you, Void Warlocks.
Oh, yeah.
Blink hasn't really been touched in D2 since D2's release, and never quite reached the heights of its previous reign of terror. We felt like this was a good time to walk a few of the tuning changes back a little bit and bring Blink's potency at baseline up without needing an exotic equipped. This is a baseline buff, no exotic needed.
Nice.
In practical terms, that means an increased travel distance, a reworked recharge model for the ability that will keep it fresh while still maintaining its effectiveness.
I like it.
Now keep in mind, you're not invincible while in a blink. Just like a warlock, you're not invincible while in a blink.
I've gotten shot in a blink.
Yeah. So people that, just because you, quotes, disappear does not mean you blink. The only time you're invincible is with the Mask of Bacchus. That you cease to exist for a second. Yeah. A blink is not that. Don't get the two confused, hunters. Okay? And now, I give it to you for the warlock changes.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Who's
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well,
one of you warlocks over there. We clearly are warlockless over in this.
Well, I guess I'm the only warlock here, so I guess I'll read it. Well, player fantasies don't come any more vivid than what the team had in mind for Arc 3.0 Warlocks. Two separate images were top of mind. The Lightning Shaman and the Emperor Palpatine in full lightning fingers mode while turning Luke Skywalker into burnt toast. I'm interested. We wanted the player to feel like they were channeling the power of the storm through their body, said Dunn. Controlling the storm, controlling lightning like a elemental conduit. I keep thinking of Raiden. Anyway, two supers will be available for Warlock. Chaos Reach, my favorite, where players are able to shoot concentrated beams of arc energy out of their hand to decimate opponents. And Storm Trance, which is more akin to the image of Palpatine floating around the world, firing electricity from their fingers. Reading's hard. This super combines both the landfall behavior from previous bottom tier arc, creating a damaging shockwave underneath the player, and the iconic blink behavior of the top tree arc, allowing the Warlock to teleport briefly during the super. This is going to be fun. They're combining both of them into one. I love it. Warlocks are going to have two melees, both utilizing the power of lightning. The ball lightning melee will send out a floating ball of arc energy that detonates, zapping enemies down from above. I'm sorry, I'm getting giddy. Chain lightning will send out arcs of lightning to strike and jolt the primary target and chain damage to surrounding enemies in the process. I cannot wait to play Crucible. The arc's whole thing is that being amplified modifies their abilities. It powers them up, said Dunn. For ball lightning, if you're amplified, the arc ball will fly out and zap enemies three times instead of just a normal one time. So you can get more damage out of it. For chain lightning, it chains to more targets. More specifically, while chain lightning creates a single set of chains that bounce between a set number of targets when amplified, the ability creates two sets of change. Okay. And potentially jump to twice the number of enemies. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. 3 aspects will be available for the Warlocks. Arc Soul, we all know this one. The Warlock casts a rift to create an Arc Soul that will assist a player in battle. Allies who pass through the rift will also get an Arc Soul. The rift charges faster when allies are near, while amplified, though. Any Arc Soul you have or gain is supercharged, increasing its rate of fire. Oh, yes. Lightning Surge is the second one. The Warlock activates their melee while sliding to transform into a ball of lightning and teleport forward, calling down a field of lightning bolts at the exit point that jolts targets. Holy shit. Electrostatic Mind. I know this one well. Arc abilities, kills on arc debuffed enemies create ionic traces. Those little things that come back to you. When you collect an ionic trace, you become amplified. I need a drink. Damn, that's going to be fun.
Shower.
That is going to be fun, man.
I don't know.
What?
There's a lot there. I got really excited last time. They were like, "Oh, we're going to let you chain lightning things," and it was fine, but it wasn't ever, the power fantasy I feel like I want if I'm going to chain lightning to things. So I'm really curious to see if their treatments of solar and void so far give me hope for they're bringing these. I mean, if they're like, you're going to go as fast as you can, we're going to push to your hardware to see how fast you can go.
Right.
I don't feel like they're holding back on any of these.
I don't think so, man.
I'm really curious to see. Yeah. They're just like, we're going to make them all really strong.
Yeah. And
see where they lay. So I'm curious. I'm really curious about the Warlock changes.
Go ahead.
How good does Getaway Artist become? Does it make that turret even faster?
Let's hold on to our thoughts for now.
Okay.
Why don't we do
that? Well, wait a minute now. Who's going to do Titan?
Parody, of course.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, Parody.
I was going to give it to Hazel, but yeah.
Oh, Titan looks fun. Go ahead, Parody.
That's not the word I would use.
Okay, fine.
But that's my name.
No, fun. Shut up.
Well played.
So we've got Mike Humboldt back again to tell us all the good Titan things. So Titans haven't traditionally been known as paragons of mobility, but with Arc 3.0, they're gonna be. So they're basically taking the Titan into the lead with your fist, bare knuckle brawler, and freight train. So we're coming fast, we're coming for you, and we're not gonna stop. We're just gonna run through you into the next enemy. You don't get to move the Arc Titan, Humboldt said. They move you. The Arc Titan's ultimate goal is to punch you in the face, so a lot of what we did for the Arc Titan was to try to figure out how we facilitate the face-to-fist contact as much as possible. I'm in. Let's go. It's like we're gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah.
We've got lovely supers. We got 2 lovely supers to go over. First is Fist of Havoc, which is basically you know it, you love it, you panic popped it many times over the years. It now has an adjusted slam radius that's halfway between the top and the bottom path, and the ground slam leaves both a damaging field in its wake, and while slamming from the air causes a damaging AoE effect, it's basically from the previous top tier behavior. So we'll see how it plays out. I don't have a real strong feeling one way or the other. And Thunder Crash, they just said practically unchanged from before. Because, like Chaos Reach, they're like Thunder Crash. It's good. You know what it is. You have a chess piece for it. We're done here.
Superman's awesome.
Yeah, what's not to love? They're giving Titans a new ability. We're going to have a Thruster Titan Dash by double tapping a button. The Titan bursts in their throttle direction at speed, performing a quick first-person evade, comparable in distance to the Hunter Dodge. Arc is a damage type that's about mobility, so if we're going to add a mobility boost anywhere for Titans, it's going to be here. So we're getting ability to go faster and go faster even more, directly at you, with fists wielded into the face. We've got some melees. Our Seismic Strike is basically your shoulder charge that blinds enemies. When it becomes amplified, it'll increase the radius and duration of the blind. The Ballistic Slam is where you leap into the air and smash into the ground after sprinting. It's going to cause a damaging explosion on impact. And we're getting a new Thunderclap that, for the life of me, I cannot ever read it right in my brain. So we're going to Thunderclap everyone by holding the melee button to charge the arc energy to use either as a quick, powerful jab or one furious one-man punch style that will devastate an opponent. So you can hold it down and lay waste to everything. The charge state cannot be stored, and the Titan must be on the ground to charge the punch. And a 90% charged Thunderclap will one-shot a Guardian in PvP. However, 1, it takes time to charge, and 2, the player must remain stationary. So I have to stand on the ground, not going anywhere, while charging this massive punch-up. And the Titan, of course, has a couple of aspects to play with. The Touch of Thunder is going to improve your arc grenade in the following ways. Actually, no, these are for everybody, isn't it? I made myself some extra notes, so I'm reading off
Titan
those.
Specific. It says
Okay.
Arc 3.0 Titans will have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I made myself some extra notes and cut out some of their fluff. So the Titan aspects are going to have a Touch of Thunder, which improves your arc grenade in the following ways. Your Flashbang is going to get an additional blind impulse on its first bounce. The Pulse Grenade, when the grenade damages an enemy, it creates the Ionic Trace for the Titan. The Pulse Grenade also damages over... The Pulse Grenade also damage increases over time as a grenade lingers after impact. The Lightning Grenade is getting an additional charge for the Lightning Grenade and jolts targets on impact. The Storm Grenade is going to create a roaming thundercloud that moves and tracks enemies, similar to the Hunter's Stasis, similar to the Stasis Hunter's Silence and Squall super, firing lightning bolts at the ground underneath it. God. Which just sounds way too overpowered to be real, but we'll see.
I'm getting excited.
Thank you. At least you know it.
Honestly, that I see working very similar to how the Warlock Grenade works today. That sort of does the same thing.
Oh, okay.
That's what I see in my head, because a Warlock has a grenade that's basically this sort of same idea.
Yeah, but it doesn't track people.
It doesn't track. Well, tracking. We'll see how that tracking plays out.
It doesn't chain lightning every few seconds.
Man, this is crazy.
So,
okay,
if for some reason you don't want to play with your grenades, you could also just be a Juggernaut. And while sprinting with full class energy, the Titan gains a frontal shield that blocks incoming damage. When amplified, the shield is stronger. Once the shield is depleted by taking damage, the player's class energy is depleted. And finally, Knockout. Your melee triggers health regeneration, making the Titan amplified. Critically wounding an enemy or breaking their shield increases the melee range and damage for a brief period. Titan's base melee becomes arc empowered when Knockout is active. Wow. I'm just going to spend the next season being amplified the entire season. Like if you're just going to hand it to me and then hand me ways to make that better, the syntheseps go on. The syntheseps don't come off.
You're thinking syntheseps. I'm terrified about the freaking the skull fort, right? So you're charging at somebody. You get a literal shield to help you hit them. When you hit them, you also blind them. And when you kill them, you get health and you get your melee right back again to continue the onslaught.
Who's charging? If I can just stand still and reach out and smack you.
Hazel's like, where's the problem?
Yeah, I'm not seeing a problem.
Warlock's not looking so hot right now.
Hunters are built for close range. Well, see, that's the thing. Every season, Hunter or Titan comes out of the gate really hot.
Right.
And they absolutely nerf it into the ground or buff it to the stratosphere. And then weeks later they go, oh, right, Warlocks. And then they either just nerf you into the ground for eternity, never to return again.
Right.
Or, play with it a little, play with your class a little bit until it's sort of in a spot. It just feels like they deeply care about two classes and go, and we have Warlocks.
No. Here's what's happening. No, let me tell you. Imagine, if you will.
Should we play the music at this point?
No, imagine if you will.
Should we all go for a drink?
You have three siblings, right? Anybody that's had siblings knows what I'm talking about, right? You have the older one that just kind of does whatever the hell they want, right? Because they're old. They've been around long enough to get seniority. You have the middle child is blamed for everything and is constantly punished. And then you have the little baby child who always gets what they want and they're spoiled to hell. In this scenario, Warlocks are the big brother.
Yep.
Hunters are the middle child. And Titans are all like, but Mom, how come Hunters get a dodge? I want a dodge. Oh, my little Titan wants a dodge. Here's a Hunter dodge, my little Titan. Aw. But Mom, Warlocks get to charge abilities. I want to charge abilities. Oh, you want to charge? Here's your ability charge. Here you go, my Titan little baby. Bungie's not even trying to hide the fact that they fondle the balls of every Titan that they've created. I promise you. Because they've given Titans Hunter abilities. They've given Titans Warlock abilities. Do the Hunters or the Warlocks get any Titan abilities this season? Do we get overshields?
Now, hold up now.
Do we get shields while we're sprinting?
They did say they built Hunters to be close quarters combat and crowd control.
Yeah. How am I going to get close quarters combat with a Titan that's going to one-shot me if I try?
Well, not in PvP. That's silly. In PvE, you have them standing side by side with you.
In PvE, I like the changes for PvE all around. I do. But my big concern is PvP. Titans are coming out of the gate more broken than anything I've seen in a very long time.
Mark.
And if that dodge is now inherent to them, no matter what subclass they pick, they can just have a dodge now as long as they're on the Arc subclass.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Mark my
That's
words.
Crazy.
It's going to be aping Titans in Crucible next season.
Yeah. They just charge the whole W. They charge at you, and if they miss, like they do sometimes, they dodge away and reset like a Hunter does, dude. Like, you got to be kidding me!
All right, Hazel's been quiet. Let's let him talk.
Titans could do this before, though. Back in D1 with Twilight Garrison,
right?
You had to be airborne.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I think
Twilight Garrison is airborne only.
You were like barely in the air.
You just had to jump.
Airborne.
You just had to jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the air is.
Let's call it a hop. You could hop and go.
Yeah, I mean, I would like walk off like a step and be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, it also required an exotic, right? The Twilight Garrison.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm thinking that they're going to take this and they're going to add an exotic that says that, hey, you can do this in the air, but it's going to be on a cooldown.
Mm.
Hunters can't even do that in the air. You know? So you're telling me that not only are Titans becoming more and more Hunter and Warlock-like, but they're just going to be a better version of it because they can dodge and get over shields and blind and heal and freaking...
You can do all those things.
What can a Titan not do anymore? Like, what's the whole point of having a subclass at this point when Titans get everybody's everything?
Titans look good, man.
I don't know.
Titans look really good, man. I don't know.
Titans do look good. To me, Warlocks are underwhelming.
They gave you a Titan Smash respawn.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They gave you a panic. They gave you a panic smash.
Yeah.
So you too can panic smash just like the rest of us.
We get a small amount of health. Tiny.
Well, we don't know yet. We'll see.
Yeah.
I was getting excited about Warlock, but then I hear about Titan. I'm like, I want to be a Titan.
You see what I mean? They're so broken. It is unfair.
Well, I have all three, but
it's not out yet, so nothing is anything. And also, we'll see how people. Honestly, I read all the speed changes, and I just think the Hunters have gotten faster.
Yes,
and I don't know about you guys.
So is everybody else.
I really tried to play the Stasis Titan and the movement speed.
Oh, it's so cumbersome.
I've said it before. I mean, I am a drunken toddler.
It's what it is.
I cannot handle the speed. I am a drunken toddler. I can go real fast, but just like a freight train, I can go real fast on the tracks I'm on. If you get off the tracks, I'm going right by you 6 feet down the road.
I've slid off the side of cliffs. You trying to use that damn Superman.
But you see, that's my problem is everybody's going faster now. The only difference is Titans go faster. They get a shield, and the faster they go, the more damage that shield can absorb.
Right.
You know?
I'm just curious if the Titans build up so much
out of the
speed
way and shoot us from above.
I'm curious how many Titans we're going to see that build up so much speed and run into a wall and kill themselves.
Well, I think everyone's going to be doing that.
You can't self-damage with a shoulder charge.
I don't know. I can kill myself with a Nova Bomb.
the amount of people who are going to take that longer slide and slide right through cover off of edges, like that's going to mess with some people. That longer slide is going to take some getting used to, and then you're going to switch back to another subclass and go. You think you're going to slide shotgun into someone? You're going to slide shotgun 5 feet in front of them and go, I'm here now.
I wonder how the Warlock slide is going to do with the electric ball.
See, that's what got me excited.
I was thinking of Sonic,
you know what I'm thinking?
The Hedgehog.
No, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking maybe like a Titan. What is that stasis where you slide and it throws like crystal, like the stasis crystal?
Wall?
I'm thinking it might be something like that, Hazel. Like where maybe it's instead of crystals, it's like a wave of arc or something.
Right, but you're going to be like a ball of lightning. You are physically going to change shape. It seems
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Like, is that gonna be like a blink of lightning? Like, I really,
Right. That's
I
kind
really
of what
need.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, like I really need to see this, and how's it gonna work?
Now, Respawn being fair, I give credit where it is due, right? On previous Arc Hunter, I have never used the stupid little slide uppercut melee thing.
Right, me neither. It's very cumbersome to use.
I have. It's fun.
But after playing Titan this season, and all I do as a Titan is throw that wall of fire,
Right.
I am already used to the movement.
See, you've been trained under the tutelage of Lord Shaxx and the Titan Brethren to be a better hunter. You're welcome.
In this one instance, I will give you credit for that. Do not let that go to your head.
And with me, adding to your point, Respawn, I've already been blinking with Warlock, so if I am forced to play a hunter next season, I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm already used to blink, so it'll be just like it'll fit perfectly. I'll just jump right into that role and go with it, and then I'll drive that staff in the ground and blow everyone up. I love it. I don't know. We'll see. Hazel, did you want to? Is there anything else? I think there was some. Did you want to go over those? That last part of it, the different fragments that are left, and then maybe some general thoughts.
Yeah. So here we are. Okay. So we've already talked about the aspects for all three classes. So now they're talking about some fragments. So here we are. Spark of Beacons. When the player is amplified, arc special weapon kills create a blinding explosion. Spark of Resistance. When surrounded by enemies, the player has increased damage resistance. There you go, Respawn.
There you go.
Spark of Momentum. Sliding over ammo will reload your weapon and grant a small amount of melee energy. Sliding over heavy ammo increases the amount of energy granted. That sounds useless. Spark of Shock. The player's arc grenades jolt enemies.
That right there, with that dumbass Titanade that tracks you, is going to be broken.
That's nuts, man. I'm still trying to figure out how that's going to happen. It'll be like a rain cloud following everybody around.
Yeah, probably.
I can't wait for Crucible and Control. I'm going to just throw it on a spawn on a point and just,
It's going to be such a disaster like Stasis was. Also, you're welcome, everybody, for getting the Spark of Momentum, Titan sliding over things to reload their weapons and get you more energy and things. That came straight from bottom tier Titan, I think.
No, so middle tree.
Was it middle? Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
And also, I keep reading Spark of Beacon, Spark of Bacon, so I'm calling it now. It's now Spark of Bacon.
Okay.
Where everything now creates blinding explosions.
I'm writing that down. Okay.
You eat enough bacon, you will go blind. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. And there will be blinding explosions.
Of bacon.
Well, you guys want to mention anything else before we move on? I don't know about you, man, but I'm excited. What do you guys think?
No, final thoughts.
Shaking a little bit.
But Bungie has hyped us. They have put us on the train. They have given us the tools to go fast on the train, and they are taking the train out of the station on the 23rd. Mm-hmm. Bungie, we've said before, are masters at building the hype.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm really curious because this is the taste. This is the little taste they've given us of what to expect. What's the rest of it going to be? Because this is just what they're telling us beforehand to get Respawn all worked up. What's the rest of Arc? What are they not telling us that they're keeping back for us to find out? The exotics for the season. The exotics, the other abilities we're going to have, like what else we're going to be able to spec into.
Seasonal artifact mods.
There's some good stuff.
Yeah.
There's some really good stuff coming.
You know what I'm excited about? Aside from the glaive, I'm really excited about, for those of you that have it, the Salvager's Salvo. Okay?
Yeah.
This is an arc breach load grenade launcher.
Mm-hmm. Chain reaction.
It comes with
chain reaction.
Chain reaction or Vorpal weapon.
Ooh.
And ambitious assassin. And spike grenades. And quick launch. And you get to determine when it explodes if you want to.
Glad I picked that up.
Mm-hmm. I have got so many kills. I have got 10,000 kills on this alone.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's so good. But now I'm going to have to fight. It's like, do I want to use the glaive or the boom gun? The glaive or the boom gun? They're both so good.
I don't know, man. You're going to have Blink.
If you can get close.
You're going to have Blink respawn.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be fun, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had issues getting close with the Hunter, because the glaive keeps you alive really well. Actually, the glaives in general keep you alive really well. That one, and then there's the Enigma, which lowers target output damage, and then you have Lubray's Ruin, which is from the raid.
Mm-hmm.
And that one gains health based on the number of hits before you reload this thing. So, yeah, these glaives kind of really help keep you alive. And if you're a hunter who's a dippy dodgy son biscuit, it's a good weapon.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to playing all these classes. And whatever class, depending if I win the bet or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I mean, I think I could honestly say wherever I fall on any of these characters, I'm probably gonna have fun with all of them. I like Hazel said though. I mean, the one thing that had me kind of thinking is the ball of electric energy for the Warlock. I got to see that in action to see what it's actually gonna do. But my God, man, the Titan having an overshield and then charging and jolting and holy crap, man. And the movement,
blinding and healing and getting his melee right back,
and the movement. I mean, I don't know, man. That's kind of rough.
Thinking about it. Yeah, just thinking about the Titan, I'm like, I need a cigarette.
Right?
This is going to be great.
Well, it's too bad you're going to have to use a hunter.
It's going to be terrible.
It's fun. You'll have fun with a hunter, man. He throws this glaive in he throws that pole in that dancer?
You mean Warlock?
No.
It's
that's right. You'll have to use the tickle fingers. Damn. I almost let you off.
I am not looking forward to Warlock. I mean, I'm not.
Kings fall.
Yeah.
Kings fall. Kings fall.
Not looking forward to.
Yeah.
Wrath of the Machine, definitely.
I really want to be excited about the Titan, but I'm really nervous about how it's going to play. We'll see.
All right.
One word, gentlemen.
Yep.
Anarchy.
I'm thinking that too.
I like it.
Hey, before you guys go, I have one more question. Okay, Hazel?
Yo,
sure.
The showcase. They've said in the TWAB this week it's going to be 2.5 hours long. At least they said 9 to 11:30. I think if I read that right, Hazel, I don't read the TWAB much, but
9 to 11. It's an hour, it starts at noon.
I thought it was at 9. Yeah, I'm sorry, 9. It said 9 a.m. Pacific to 11:30 a.m. Pacific. That's 2.5 hours, isn't it? I don't know. I don't do what. Let me see. Let me get my calculator. But anyway, and the fact that they've already told us what's going to be on the artifact, and they've already told us what's going to be on the Arc 3.0, doesn't it make you think, well, what the hell are they going to talk about for 2.5 hours? You guys got any speculation?
What are you talking about to 11:30?
It said 9 to 11:30 on the 12th.
Probably lore.
It doesn't.
They like lore.
No. Where are you seeing?
No.
No, yeah, no, okay, yeah.
9 to 11:30.
The official channel, yeah, from 9 a.m. Pacific to 11:30 Pacific.
That's 2.5 hours. Or 1.5?
I think they're just showing replays, I think.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, the pre-show starts at 8 a.m.
Okay.
And then the actual one.
Well, like I said, I don't read the TWAB, so. Anyway, well, I'm just, that's still a long time, man. The fact they've already revealed, we're going to talk about it in our TWAB, but what do you guys think? What do you guys speculate? You think they're going to get rid of power, or you think they're going to get rid of? I don't know. What do you guys think?
This is pure hype building. This is going to be pure hype building. This is going to be, they're going to bring the Ansco Marching 2x2 developers and designers and narrative folks talking about the season, talking about the new exotic, talking about the new stuff. This is
new raid.
Absolutely.
I guarantee
pure.
they're gonna drop a bomb about the new raid. I promise.
I don't think they are. I think this is gonna be total hype. They might show peaks of the raid, but this is Bungie letting people talk about what they've been working on for all these months,
right?
And just building and building and building and building and building that hype train. So it's, when it leaves the station, we're all sitting here either frothing or frenzied or both.
Yeah. Respawn, you got any thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Night even said it's going to be about the future stuff like Lightfall. Last year's was Witch Queen and maybe the new raid.
So there may be more feature about the direction they're going with everything. Maybe a little sneak peek.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before my mouth was full of salad. Yeah,
okay.
I think there's going to be lore. There's going to be what they've done up to this point. There's going to be a name drop of the raid, or at least something that has to do with the new raid. And there's going to be lore, I think.
Okay. Hazel, what do you think?
I think they're going to talk about Lightfall, but I think for the most part, it's going to be like talking about the next season and possibly the season after this.
Okay. So what their stream of thought is maybe on what they're thinking about, where they want to go. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
expecting like some sort of like sizzle reel for,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whatchamacallit.
And for the love of God, since Halloween's coming up, Bungie, listen to me carefully.
Whatever you're going to ask for, it's already done.
On a god dang armor again, and it's the monster armor included, and you don't give us that monster armor after 3 damn tries, ooh, I will track you down, and I will do things unspeakable.
No, please don't threaten
your
the developers.
Garden, okay?
Please don't threaten developers.
Don't threaten developers. We don't do
to
that.
The garden. Not them.
Now apologize to Kevin immediately.
No! Except Cosmo. Cosmo's not too bad.
Everyone owes Kevin an apology.
Kevin Yanes is a badass. I said it.
Everyone.
Okay.
Oh,
Giannis.
Kevin. I thought you were talking about the unstoppable knight, Kevin.
No. That's Chad. Get it right.
That is Chad. God, I can never remember his name.
Keep your NPC players straight. Now, I've got a quick question for you guys.
Okay, go for
we
it.
Get going.
What's up?
Ooh.
So I was, again, getting through this duality dungeon the other night. My buddy Blue Screen 42 says something to me which I think I knew about the season, but didn't really think about. He's like, honestly, Solar 3.0 has made me a worse player. Because I never die. I'm just going to stand here in my flames and I don't die.
Right.
I can just stand and deliver, and then the flames will protect me, and I will just breathe in that fire.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I think this has made me a worse player. So I'm really curious, do you sort of feel the same way? Because I haven't thought about dying most of this season. Like just go check out Plunder the Booty's channel. He will have a build for your class, and you're like, I can just stand here and lay waste to everything.
Right.
Do you do you feel like you in some ways you were almost like a worse player, like in PvE, just going, I don't need to die. Like PvP is a different story. PvP we don't talk about. I still suck there, but right. PvE is like I can just absolutely spec into this monster of a class.
Yep.
And just not really think about staying alive for the most part.
Right.
And whenever you have to team wipe, like doing a raid or whatever, and it's a Titan, you're like, oh, everybody's wiping? Okay, I'll just stand here in the middle of these ads and go use the bathroom and get a drink or something. And you come back and you're still alive. What?
Yeah.
How? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I
so
saw
hard
that
to get a
last
Titan.
night. Yeah, I saw that last night. Sin was trying to wipe last night when they were doing DSC. And he's like, I can't die.
Oh my God, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hazel, you want to answer first?
Yeah, I would definitely say, I realized this fairly early on that I was crutching on it pretty hard because I'm trying to think what I was doing. I was doing something and I'm like, yeah, I was trying to do master duality. That's what it was.
Damn.
And I was like, this is just, I was crutching on it to that point where it's like, okay, it's not working for me. But I noticed that it was working for me for like low tier content.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, all right, yeah, it's, not all it's cracked up to be. It's fun and low tier content. And I think it's going to be the same with Arc. It's going to be fun to throw yourself in the middle of this shit and then,
right.
And live and then, but it's not going to be sustainable for like high end content.
Okay. Yeah. I have to say on my Hunter and my Titan, I've really been enjoying those loadouts, those builds. But I'll be honest, I haven't used it I used it for a while on the Leviathan, my, throwing my little fireballs at everybody, or my snaps. I love that. Snap is so cool. But I have been going back to my void. I'm a void lock, man. That's what I've always been. I love Devour, and that's what I have just always kept myself using. But I do have to admit, when I switch over to my Titan or my Hunter, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. But I've already been weaning myself off of it, so I'll be fine. I'll be good. That's what I'm going to tell myself.
It's funny you say that now.
That's what I'm going to tell myself.
I have a feeling like next season, it's all going to go out the window.
I think so. You're probably right.
I disagree.
Really?
Yes. For one main point. Because the Titan exclusively, unless I've missed something, has the privilege of whenever all the season's artifacts go away, he can still maintain this invincibility and I cannot be killed without any of these seasonal mods. So the build from Plunder the Booty, where he gives you this invincible Titan build, will carry over to next season and will still be very viable as far as content goes. So
without classy restoration?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because right now, look, what happens is...
Yeah, I've basically not... I put classy restoration on the Titan and saw no difference at all.
Yeah,
like,
really?
I was like, what? I have not run it this entire season.
Oh,
I understand if for things, certain classes you need it for.
Yeah.
Have not noticed the difference with the Titan at all.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I'll give you a quick recap how it goes, right? So obviously you wear the helmet that keeps you alive.
I don't have it.
Lorelei.
The Lorelei Splendor.
I don't have it yet.
Right? But your build is based around your melees. Okay? Every time you kill something, you get 4 wells to drop. 4.
Wow.
And these wells give you your melee back immediately. And they also give you your shield back immediately. Therefore, when you go critical, you drop another well under your feet and you're healing again. Or you pop another shield and you're healing again, right? And so... And the worst part about it is you don't even need to kill anything with a charged melee. A non-charged melee, when it kills something, will drop 4 wells. Which heal you.
I think that's with
give you all your stuff
flames,
back and everything. It's crazy.
Right?
Huh?
That's with Roaring Flames on.
No.
Because if you have Roaring Flames going, you can still, with your regular melee, you still get the benefit.
Right, but this is without Roaring Flames active. This is just standard. I have nothing buffing my punch. I kill a red bar. I've got 4 wells, which heal me, give me all my class energy, ability energies back. And now I have the helmet on, which if I go crit, I start healing because of the firewell. You don't even need Roaring Flames. Roaring Flames helps, but you can have 0 stacks of Roaring Flames, kill something, and get 4 wells to continue your madness train. It's a crazy build. It's what I've been using all season, and that's why as a Titan, I don't even use my weapon. I run around throwing walls of fire at people, which do more damage than the freaking Gallowhorn.
Wow.
Yeah. It is crazy broken, and you can't die. So this one build from Plunder the Booty is going to be extremely viable next season because it needs no class or no season mods to make it work.
I'm going to be curious how many people still keep it on, though, and not go to Arc. We'll see.
Well, everybody's going to experiment with it, obviously, but I think
obviously.
the high-tier content is still going to be the Invincible Titan.
Okay. Well, all right. Cool deal.
Whew, I am stuffed. What flavor was those crayons again? It wasn't Crayola. It was
yellow, green, orange, blue.
Crazy art.
It was
Crimson
blue.
pink.
No, I don't know. It was the brand Crayola. Crayola's good, but Crayola's got like that top shelf flavor. This was more of a Louisiana kind of, you get what you can type thing. It was pretty good. Very homemade. I like it.
Hey, what the hell?
Just a little bit of chalkiness to it. I like it. A little texture.
What the hell? My wife's going to kill me, man. She's a teacher. Where's all her damn crowns?
I thought they were
What's that on your lip?
Blueberries. I had some blueberries. And yeah. Mm-hmm, yeah.
Do you bring
I
those
think
with
that's
you?
the name of the color, too.
I did. They were in a little silver packet. Yeah. On that note, I think we need to, my mom's calling. I can hear my mom calling from here. So
yeah. I think that's the dinner bell I hear. I think we should go. When the streetlights are going to go out, we should get out of here. We should go home for dinner.
Well, okay. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Hey, where can we reach you guys? I'm just curious.
We have a lot of stuff. If you want to watch us live, we have No One Respawns in Real Life at twitch.tv. If you want to watch the podcast live or just me goofing off, we also have the British version on Two Titans and 100.twitch and Two Titans and 100 on YouTube. Normally, Night Demon handles that. So depending on your time zone and your flavor, you can watch us live there. As far as contact, I refer to Parody.
Easiest way, just twotitansand100.com. That'll drop right into the lovely podcast. Or just type in twotitansand100.com into any sort of internet search device, and you'll find us wherever you want to be. Maybe even right behind you.
Nice. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, next time you don't have to bang the door down. Respawn.
It was a bug.
I'll send you the bill. Don't worry about it.
What?
Yeah, man. My wife's gonna kill me on this. You got to take care of this. I'm not taking the fall for this, man. Sorry. Anyway.
Bro,
yeah. Watch your step. Yeah. Watch your step down there. Yeah. There's what's the dog poo? Yeah. Okay.
Damn. Yeah. Honeymoon's over.
Yeah, well, it's fun with Lassa. Talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
We know where you live now. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, bye.
Oh, damn, Hazel. I think I left the dogs out, man.
At least anyway.
Oh, Parody, run!
Well, they'll be fine. I mean, he's a Titan, right? He'll be fine. Yeah. All right, cool.
He's not going to eat the dogs.
No, I hope not. Jeez, no. They're pretty big, man. They're like 80 pounds each. Anyway. Well, those guys were fun, man. I'm glad they stopped by. I mean, next time, just knock, Anyway. All right. Then that means it's time for This Week at Bungie. Hey Guardians, just a quick reminder that we now have a Destiny 2 clan, and Hazel and I invite you all to be a part of it.
If you're looking to find a clan, now would be a great time to jump in and get to know some of these great gamers you've heard. We're not hardcore or anything like that. Enjoying what time you have for Destiny is all we ask.
So, if you're looking for a clan out there, we have a permanent link in our Discord under the channel GDC Destiny 2 clan, where you can find a link. Otherwise, look for Guardian Downcast Pod, and the link will be in the show notes of this podcast. Right down there.
So, I lied before when I said that we don't ask anything of you, because we actually do. We ask that you do join our Discord first, so we can communicate clan stuff to you, like clan podcasts and clan nights, and just random shite like that. Besides that, you can lurk all you like.
So join us. All right, Hazel. Final week of Season of the Haunted, and I'm kind of ready for it to go. I'm ready for the next thing. What's up,
man?
Sorry, anyway. What's up in the TWAB this week, man?
So how many weeks is this? No, I'm just kidding.
Don't make me count them. That's hard.
All right. So, Bungie told us about Arc 3.0 and all the verbs and the greatness that is there. So, FYI. So here's possibly some little insider tips for you that you may not hear on Two Titans and a Hunter, because on those guys. Risk Runner is supposed to be super hot when this comes out. So just a heads up. So if you're a Risk Runner main, or if you don't have it yet, jump into the New Light campaign, do that, knock that out, and then Risk Runner will be life for probably a week or two.
Going to my vault right now.
Well, I mean, exactly. Make sure you get that infused.
Yeah, it's getting infused.
No, exactly. And then Acreus is getting a rework.
Oh.
So that's going to be fun.
Nice.
Yeah, good stuff all around there. Okay, so, like I mentioned before, Blind and Jolt are two of the debuffs, and then amplified is the perk. So, and then Bungie did something really kind of out of character. They gave us the artifact mods here. Yeah. Holy cow.
This was shocking. Yeah.
Nah, no pun intended.
Oh, damn, I did it. I did it fun.
Would you say jolting?
Oh, it was very jolting. You know what? I'm amped, man.
Oh, God.
There we go. Yes.
It was funny at first, and then you just had to keep going.
Sorry.
See.
Sorry.
Listener, if you groaned at that last exchange, just throw a little smiley face in the Discord when you hear it. Okay. So, what are we going to be rocking? So, Overload Bows, Unstoppable Pulse, Anti-Barrier Scout, Anti-Barrier Auto Rifle, Unstoppable Shotgun. Who the hell's going to run Unstoppable Shotgun?
Titans with that furious arc ball.
Anti-Barrier Sniper is in the third column.
Ooh.
So, there you go. Okay. Then the other ones of note here. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot one. Overload LMG.
Man, it's like all over the place. This is new to me. It's usually like three weapons, isn't it?
What, Overload?
No, it's usually like 3 to 4 weapons. They spread out all this, but it's like sniper rifles and pulse rifles and scout, auto, shotgun. They got everything here. I don't see glaive though. Nope. Glaive loader. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but no, not glaive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right.
No. Okay. So what are we going to be doing with these mods here? So we have, do you see that? They're still holding on to stuff. Bottomless Bounty 1 and 2 improves 2 origin perks, and they don't state what they are. Okay. So, Focusing Strike is for your arms. Causing damage with a melee ability grants class ability.
Okay.
How broken is that?
I don't know. We're going to find out. That's for sure.
Because you're going to, the whole purpose of arc is basically hold W or hold up.
Yeah.
And just run at something and just punch the shit out of it.
So punch it, put up your shield. There you go. For a Titan.
Well, not even that. It's just, oh man, this is going to be fun. If you're on arc, you could do a shield or you could do the thrust. So that way you could.
I forgot about it already. Jeez. Yeah.
Not a true Titan.
Well, I act like one on TV.
Okay, so the combo resist is going to be arc and solar this season. That's a key thing to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then, the ones that everybody's going to be excited for. Thunderous Retort. Arc supers do more damage when cast while in critical condition, which is lame because that's just insane. You don't ever want to do that. Or while amplified. So, I'm glad they added that part.
Yeah.
Did you ever use those mods before? When it was always like...
because when you're almost dead, you're not thinking about throwing a super. You're thinking about just staying alive, not going on the offensive.
Exactly. It's just...
I've never used them. I've never used those mods.
Now, this one, while you're amplified...
Maybe.
That sounds like something I could do.
That little switch made it where I might actually put it in... What is it? A class item. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, everything is class item in the last column.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
Yeah.
It's all the
Good
super
figure.
perks.
Okay. Hype Conductor. Funny that Bungie would throw that one out there. Plus 2 seconds to amplified timer. And this does stack.
Wow.
So you can have 2 of these.
Crazy.
Right. Then we have Bad Amplitude in the fourth column here. And this is damaging a champion with an arc ability causes the champion to become jolted.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I could see that really finding some usage in GMs and high-end content like that. Okay. Trace Evidence. Precision hits on arc debuffed targets will generate ionic traces.
I might be using that one. Just to get my abilities back quick. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know about the traces. I think we'll have to see, you know?
Yeah, let's see how much actually they give you. That's going to be the big thing.
Exactly. All right. Next one is Lightning Strikes Twice.
Yo, what is that exactly?
Yeah, exactly. They don't go into detail with this one.
Oh, it's a tease. Okay.
No, not really, because it was from a previous season.
Oh, okay. I don't remember what it is.
And we are... Okay. Throwing a grenade increases class ability.
Is that what Lightning Strikes Twice is?
Yeah, I believe. I'm just double checking that one. No, I'm sorry. After throwing an arc grenade, gain increased grenade recharge for a short time.
Okay.
Yep. And then Sundering Glare is the last mod down there in the last column.
I can't remember what this one did either. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they're sitting on this one too. It's rapid precision hits against distant combatants weaken them for a short time.
Oh, I remember this one.
I mean, I only see that really finding usage in GM content.
That's what I'm thinking. Those snipers.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see too much, too much there. And then two more in the previous column. One of them is surge detonators. And they don't go into detail either with this one or the next one. So surge detonators is arc grenades disrupt combatants, stunning them, delaying ability regeneration, and lowering combatant damage output. And it's strong against overload champions.
Yeah, that's like those overload grenades this season, right?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
And then last but not least is Inferno Whip, which I think is
no clue.
Throw the grenade and it stuns unstoppables. I believe. Let's see.
Inferno Whip.
Solar melee ability stuns unshielded combatants, strong against unstoppable champions.
So it'll just be arc version. Okay.
No, it's solar.
It's still solar? Okay.
Yeah, still solar. So.
All right.
Yeah, so we got some good stuff there.
I'm liking it, man. Machine gun ammo scavenger. I've been wanting to use my machine guns. Hey, and you know what? It just brought a thought to my head. You know what raid has an awesome machine gun? Kingsfall.
Don't you start.
Kingsfall. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man.
Don't you.
I think it's arc. I think it's arc.
Hey.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey.
All right.
We went to marriage counseling, damn it.
All right, fine. This is where I got to be quiet. Okay, go ahead.
All right. You've got me looking at something here, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure it was arc.
Yeah. Oh, wait, here we go. If Materia. That was a good machine gun.
Was that the 900? Was that the real fast firing one? Oh, you're looking at Wrath. Hell with that, man. No. Not gonna happen, man. I mean, it's a nice dream. I like it. I like where your head's at, though. I mean, everyone can dream, man.
But you know what perks it had, though?
Didn't it?
Triple tap.
Oh, it was a 900.
I think it was, yeah.
Fast firing.
Well, according to this, they don't have like the RPMs like that. This just says 100. It was like maxed out.
Right.
But the second perk on it was triple double.
Right.
So when triple tap perk is triggered, an extra bullet is transferred from your reserve to the magazine. So it was basically like 4 times the charm.
I remember using this, but it was so crazy unstable. Yeah. But if you could connect, it was brutal, man. It would melt bosses, but
yeah,
you had to put a ton of mods
on Crota.
Yeah.
For fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's good because, they did buff machine guns. I think it was this season or last season.
They are.
But they still didn't do anything with them.
Yeah.
So it's about time.
Yeah.
But I will be honest, my Harrowed Quillam's Terminus, it is still my baby. I will be honest.
Yeah,
that's the machine gun.
That's the one. I was just looking it up. Quillam's Terminus. Dad, I'm telling you, it was so smooth.
Yep.
I think it was like
it was.
It wasn't a fast firing. It was right there in the middle. It was like I want to say a 600 maybe. It wasn't slow, but it was like a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking 600 RPM. Yeah, it looked good too, man.
All right, let's move on.
All right,
enough.
Don't get depressed, man.
We'll find out.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We don't know.
Exactly. When this drops, we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
And speaking of that, we are going to be doing. Sorry, I have to deal with some shite in the Discord.
All right.
Oh, I'm not backing out of scrims. My name's not Gatr.
I'm not. I'm in the scrims.
I'm not afraid of Monkey.
I'm not afraid of Monkey.
Your voice just cracked.
No, it didn't. Just I'm thirsty.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So I got that taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
It's tomorrow at 2:00.
So
I'll be there.
Tomorrow at 2:00. What?
Saturday at 2:00. Well, Saturday.
You're talking about scrims. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hey, we have a ton of people in there.
I'm loving it, man. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yep. I'm excited too. The only person not excited is my wife. But
yeah, my wife's got so much to do at school. She's not going to even notice. She's been slammed, man. It's crazy.
Sucks.
It's crazy, man. Anyway, we were saying.
Okay. So, all right. So there's all that. Okay. Here is a sort of a short-ish calendar that they're giving to us.
Oh.
I guess like I would consider it a roadmap, but not everybody would. So the raid launches on August 26th.
3 days later.
Iron Banner will be on September 6th and November 15th.
Boo. Come on, man. More than twice. I know we have to deal with Halloween, but
I thought you weren't going to interrupt.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Trials of Osiris will begin on September 16th. And Grandmaster Nightfalls return on October 4th. And last but not least, Festival of the Lost will be back on October 18th with mechs.
Okay.
Now, I agree with you completely, okay?
Wait a minute.
Now,
say that again?
Write this down.
Hold on. Let me make sure my recording's up. Yep. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Yeah, you better have been recording all of it. Iron Banner needs to be more than twice.
Yes. Especially with a new game mode. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll be in it both times. Probably all week. No, doing nothing else.
Yeah, I don't plan on skipping it this time, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now it says 5 more sleeps. And they give a little video. And they say, win August 23rd at 9 a.m. Pacific. Pre-show starts at 8 a.m. So that's 11 Eastern. And for pre-show, and 12 o'clock is when it starts.
I'll be there.
And it's going to be on Twitch, YouTube, and Bilibili. Whatever the hell.
Now I have a question.
Bilibili is. What's Bilibili?
No, I don't care about that. That's probably something in India or something. Probably a streaming. It's probably a streaming service in India.
Whoa,
it's clickable. I can click on it. Let's find out.
Yeah, I just clicked on it.
I told you. Oh no, it's Chinese. Wow, this is really this is freaking me out, man. All this is it Chinese? Yeah, this is Chinese. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
now my computer's hacked. What the hell? No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks, Marcus.
Yeah, thanks, Marcus. Thanks, buddy, old pal. All right.
Anyway, proceed.
Shit.
Okay. We're not shaming Marcus.
No.
But what I wanted to say is that we are having an event, and you, right now, are invited. So currently we have 19 people who are interested.
Oh my
and
God.
with it, yeah, what the hell?
That's a lot.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have a watch party for the showcase. So I've taken a half day for this day. So I will be in there and ready to go basically before this thing starts and everything. And I did want to point out that if you watch on Twitch and your Bungie ID is linked to your Twitch ID, you watch for 30 minutes, you're going to get a kick-ass looking emblem.
Looks good.
It does. I'll do some shit for an emblem, I'll be honest.
I will too, man.
So, yep. And I did include the Twitch, basically the link to the Bungie page. So that way you can right there on the event info. So you just pull that up, click on it. It takes you right there and you're all set up. So there we go. And then we are going to be putting that in the, the live stage is where that's going to be.
Yep.
So, I'll be up there. I think you're going to,
Yeah.
Are you working that day?
No,
or?
I'm taking it off, buddy. No, I'm there. I'm not
This
working
guy.
Tuesday. Yeah, I'm not working Tuesday. My boss, I just told him, F off. I'm not working today. But he's going to work
Damn
me
the
double
man.
hard the next
There you
day.
go.
So there you go. That's the way it goes.
Yep. So, yeah. So there we go. There's that. So Gatr and I will be there. And then, if you want to give your thoughts, you can raise your hand. We'll pull each and everyone up who has thoughts and, we'll go from there.
And we won't talk over any of the showcase.
No, we are not.
We're not doing that.
Nope. But we will have a live chat.
Yeah, you can type in. Absolutely.
Yeah, we can type our thoughts in there.
Right.
But no, we aren't going to say a single word. We're going to be muted the entire time.
Yep.
And, yeah. So
Gonna be
we're
fun.
not going to be like other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Anyway, moving on. Okay. I love that emblem though.
Yeah, it looks good. I like colors.
And then, I'm excited for this. D Flawless is, going to be basically sitting on the stage and talking to them and asking some questions, just like Dado was what was
Yeah.
it, 2 years ago?
I like that.
Yep. D Flawless is a good guy.
He
I
is.
love it.
Passing the torch. It's good.
Yep. All right. And then they added a community manager named Timon. And shit's broken.
There it is.
Shit's broken. Nothing too crazy. Unless it impacts you, and then it is crazy, and I'm sorry. All right. Movies, which were amazing this week. That music video for Hurt, that was amazing.
Yeah,
That
someone
was
posted it in a Discord. That was pretty good. Pretty
Yep.
good.
Exactly. Video, art, which is amazing as well, as always.
Mm-hmm.
And I Should Go, Hippie.
Very nice. Nice and short and sweet. Thanks, Hazel. Well,
That's right.
we're not off the hook yet, man. We got community questions,
Oh, no.
man. We're doing that next. I can't wait.
Do we still have those? I thought we cleared those out.
Don't talk. No, don't say that. No, we have speak pipes and questions from our Discord. We're gonna go at it. Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Rodimus is wanting us to nuke a channel. I think that should be the first one. No, just kidding.
Oh, shit. We won't go there. All right. Thanks, Hazel. And we're gonna head there right now. So come on, follow us. Hey, Guardians. Would you like to send a question for the show to us? There are 4 easy ways to do it.
First, join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, and you can just lurk or hang out and jump right in and talk to us, whatever you'd like to do. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also occasionally tweet about our upcoming show and guest, and you can respond there with your question at Guardian_D_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast, all one word, and we'll play it live on the show.
Thanks to all of you out there who do listen to our show. And Toddles.
And later, Guardian.
Hey, man, that's my line.
What?
Yeah.
Says who?
It's in the script. It's my line. All right. We are back. This is the segment of our show where we get feedback from our community and we get questions from our community. And we've got them on SpeakPipe versions tonight. And, of course, Hazel's going to work in our Discord question for the show channel. And together we'll start getting some of these knocked out. And I'm going to start with a SpeakPipe. And this is from 21 Cabbage.
Hey guys, 21 Cabbage here. So, as a follow-up of my last SpeakPipe, where I said Zavala was gonna die, which came across way more aggressive than I intended, sorry about that. I read on Reddit the other day that some people are contemplating that Kate 6 might return, with the darkness and everything, and something about the witness. I didn't quite understand, I'm not ARF, so yeah. But what do you guys think? That'd be awesome. I don't care who's the voice actor. It's just be awesome to have him back. Because hunters are low-key depressed right now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Love the show. And bye.
Thanks, 21 Cabbage.
Cade 6 isn't coming back.
I think
if anything, it'd be Cade 7. But no, I don't think Cade's going to come back. I mean, I don't know what the hell he'd be doing anyway, if he did.
Right.
Because y'all know what I think, okay?
Yeah.
So, Crow is going to be the new Hunter Vanguard. Everyone's going to be happy and move on with their lives, and there you go.
Okay. Yeah, I don't, I agree. Damn, did I just say it out loud?
What?
Yeah, I mean, I think Cade's gone, man. I think he's been written out of the story. I don't see him coming back. I mean, not Arf, you're going to have to prove me wrong there, but, yeah, I'm with Hazel on this one. You got some stuff in the Discord. Let's not start knocking them out, man.
Yeah. Apparently there was a question inception thing going on.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly. We got abused with questions. So let's see here. Okay. Roddy Red Lion, who is Rodimus. Question for the show. Are we going to add a channel for every little thing? Gatr?
Not every little thing. And every little thing is magic, Rodimus.
Hey!
No, we're a little more cautious on adding channels now, but I did add show us your beard channel today. And I'm not saying it'll be up forever, but people wanted to showcase their beards. I was like, what the hell? Let's throw it in. But it may, when it starts losing, we see who's in our channels, and if they're not in the channels very long and there's not a lot of activity, we'll just take it back out. What about you, Hazel?
Exactly.
What do you think?
And, I think possibly, depending on what every little thing she does is magic. So,
well said. I agree.
But real quick though, I did want to call out that fucking Riggs looks like that's how I envision God.
Oh, his avatar?
Well, that's his picture that he shared in the.
Wait a minute.
With the beard.
The Santa Claus beard?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. His actual beard in the beard channel?
It's not his actual beard, but that's exactly how I imagine God.
Yeah, it's his avatar. Yeah, I thought that was cool. Yeah. I was actually going to message him and say, "Man, I love that avatar. I know where you got it, but it's awesome." So, all right. Well, that's hey, funny. You got a ton of questions. Go ahead and keep rolling, man.
All right. Question for the show from Rodimus. What's next? A feet channel?
No.
We already have a feet channel, and that's our Patreon channel.
No feet pics, please. Next question.
Wink, wink. We'll go with one more here. Rodimus has yet another. Are you going to give everyone a channel if they ask for it? Depends on if that's a good idea.
No, I mean,
but
no.
real quick though, I did want to mention something regarding our channels. Gatr and I have unofficially been going back and forth with adding channels. So now Gatr added one, so now it'll be up to me if I add one or not.
Yeah, tag
and the last one that I added was actually, are you going to GCX?
That's funny you should say that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's actually going to be coming up. Not now, but next year.
Next year.
And for people that want to go and want to see us for some unknown reason, because you have nothing better to do with your time, then come on, because I got the all clear from my wife. It's going to cost me shit ton of money, but we're going to hit Disney and Universal, I think, afterwards.
Yeah, you only live once, man. Do it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's only money.
And you'll get to see an old man in his natural environment in Florida.
That's
get it?
Like the state of Florida.
That's what I meant. Yeah. Never mind. Sorry. Bad joke.
But, are you talking about you?
Yes. You get to see the old guy in all his splendor in the natural environment of Florida, the retirement capital of the world. Yeah.
You say that, you make it sound like you're going to be naked, like
no, maybe
like a fern in front of you.
Are you a patron? You know what? Speaking of that, Rodimus had a question.
I was a patron until that comment.
Now he's gone. Speaking of which, Rodimus had a question about that very thing. I figure we'll just play it right now.
Here you guys go, adding another effing channel to your Discord server. Now, granted, it's for a general cause to try and get people interested in GCX next year for a possible meetup for Guardian Downcast. It's got me thinking. Gatr has built this wonderful brand new deck for his son's wedding. There's been talk about camping out in his backyards. I think his neighbors would generally enjoy our company. I promise we won't be loud. We can actually invite them over to barbecue or whatever if it makes them feel a little bit more welcome with us hooligans that may show up or the shenanigans that may ensue. I know Brittany talked about getting an RV, so do you have room in your driveway for an RV for Brittany and her gang that's going to come down? But you also talk about these bears. So I'm generally curious about the bears. How many are there? How big are they? And can I take them in a wrestling match? Because if I can, I'm going to have a brand new best friend hanging out with us for the weekend. Just generally just want to know what your thoughts were. Anyways, toodles. Bye.
Oh, my God. Well, okay. Will there be enough room in my driveway? My driveway's already packed. I've got my kids. My daughter's staying over here right now, but next year may be different. There might be, you can probably park on the street, I guess. You can temporarily.
Sounds like a yes.
Oh, shit. Did I say that? No, I meant, sorry, Florida's closed. That's what I meant to say. No, I think, if you guys got, you can probably get some good deals down there in International Drive where the, Rosen, Shingle Creek, is it Shingle Creek, Rosen? I'm trying to remember which Rosen hotel it is, but that's where they hold GCX. And, you'd be having a lot more fun if you hung out down there because all the restaurants and mini golf, giant 500 person movie theater. I mean, there's so much cool stuff down there. I'm in the suburbs, man. I have a theater, but it's like a, what? It's kind of run down.
Trying to sell us on not going to your place.
I'm not saying that.
Come on now.
I don't, but all right. My wife probably won't want me to. So my wife, I want to stay married.
Well, hey, with all of us though, nobody will piss on your car.
Well, you say that.
Except for us.
I was going to say that. When I'm asleep, you guys can probably do whatever, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
Sold.
Huh? I'll talk to my wife first. Oh my God. You want to go one?
Yeah, I'll hit up a couple questions here. Okay. Rodimus, he loves channels. He really, truly does.
I can hear that.
Yeah, exactly. He goes on to ask, question for the show. If we are giving channels away, can I get a channel where I can bash the other channels? I'm just going to go with a no.
No. Sorry, Rodimus.
Yep. Love you though.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Mo asks, what's your crazy spin foil hat theory regarding what will be shown in the showcase?
Oh boy.
Like what's the craziest thing that you're thinking?
I got something in mind. I think they might be getting rid of power levels.
You think they're going to show that in the video?
I think they might be saying, listen, we know only 1% of you play Grandmasters because you can't reach the light cap. We're doing away with it. Now everyone can play whatever they want.
Fucking bullshit. That's why. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that aren't at 85? What do you got to be to get in it?
Yeah, 1585.
That's pretty high. I mean, even with an artifact, I mean, I was only 1589, and I'm a diehard player, man. I'm put a ton of hours in. There's a lot of people that don't play as often as we do, and I don't know if they're powerful enough. I'm speculating.
Well, I mean, I know some people have, just getting to that point.
Yeah.
Because
by the end of the season.
I think Scarlet just got there, and he threw out there and he's like, can I do some GMs with people? And sure enough, he's got like 3 GMs under his belt now. And I'm like, look at this.
Good for him. But there's many out there that probably aren't that level yet. I know Drafty. I mean, he's playing here and there, but but you have to, decide what's important to you. Yeah. Is it important to level up to you, or is it just important to play the story? I don't know.
Now with Drafty, it's probably just more important to play the story.
Yeah, he just wanted to enjoy the season for the story content. Yeah.
And there's nothing at all wrong with that. Play the game your way.
I don't know. I think they might be getting rid of Power Grind. What do you think, man? What's your spinfoil theory?
Oh, my spinfoil theory is that they tell us that we're going to fight the Witness in the next. That's going to be like the next story for Lightfall. We're going to fight the Witness.
Oof. I don't know. I think that'll be the last saga where we finally beat her.
See, my spinfoil theory is that the Witness isn't the end-all be-all baddie.
Oh, no. Really?
Yep.
Was it in us all the time? I don't know. Never mind.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but
yeah. You had the evil in you all the time. Never mind.
God help.
Just don't do that.
Do we have to click our heels together 3 times?
Please don't want to do that. All right. Well, you heard that's our spinful theories. What do you guys think? I mean, this will be out on early Monday morning. You have at least one day. Throw it in our show segment feedback channel. Let us know. What do you think it's going to be? Let's see who's right. I think it's going to be the power level grinds going away. We'll see. Because, let's think about it. What's power light, whatever, enabled now? Trials, Grandmasters. Okay, a couple like, your Vox Obscura mission. That was light level. But that's part of the story. But other than that, what else do you have to be light level for? GMs and, even Iron Banner doesn't even have power-enabled features anymore in its game. So everyone can play it. It makes sense.
I don't know if it's too much of a spinfoil theory, but,
it's pretty crazy.
It would certainly be a little more outlandish.
I think it's out there.
Do you think it'll happen, like, in the season, or do you think it'll happen...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Next major one. I think this season we'll still have it. I think it'll go up 10 levels. So instead of 1570, the hard cap, it'll be 1580. Plus your artifact power. So you could be 1600 power this season if you get, past level, 180 something, or what was it? Anyway, you get certain power level, you'll get some light. I think it'll be in the expansion.
Okay. All right. My spinfoil theory then is going to be that they're going to remove power for this DLC, or not this DLC, but this season coming up. Yeah, for Arc.
This is what worries me, Hazel. The fact that they gave us so much information already. They already told us all the artifact odds. Well, most of them. They've already told us what the Arc 3.0 is going to. What that tells me is they aren't going to have time to talk about those things, so they're just going to tell us now. I think this showcase is going to be a lot longer than you think. It's usually about an hour? It's usually about an hour, right?
Well, they're about 40 minutes. Right about I mean,
Or there's 15 minutes of fluff, and then they have the Vidoc, which is about, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes, usually. Is it that long? Man, it's been a while.
well, I mean, no, it usually starts pretty much on time, and then they...
It's usually about an hour
Well-
long, isn't it? Most of the showcase things.
Well, about an hour, but I mean, I think it's usually about 45, 55
Total?
minutes,
Okay.
something like that.
All
Yeah.
right. I don't know, man. Well, we'll see. When they said 9 to 11:30, I'm like, that's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, but I think that's for replays.
and
I
also,
don't think that's...
and maybe also they talked about D Flawless can answer questions. Maybe they're going to have some kind of live segment after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you remember, I think it was last year, Luke Smith went on with Dr. Lupo.
Oh yeah. Okay,
but,
that's right.
But nobody knew about it.
Right.
I mean, it was like,
Right. Yeah.
just like some random thing that they decided to do and nobody knew. So
Well, you know
at
what?
least they're like publicizing it this time.
Since we're talking about power level, that brings me to a question that Werewolf asked this week, and I haven't listened to all of it yet, but hang tight. Here we go.
Hey, Werewolf here. Welcome to Werewolf's Hell, that section of the show where we discuss the things in Destiny that Werewolf wants to talk about, and we force our podcast host to discuss it and maybe generate a little bit of conversation in the community. So what do we want to discuss today? Well, lately I've had a couple of very interesting conversations about power level. So where is power level relevant in Destiny? Well, GMs obviously need to get that number up to that level so that you can do them. Let's see. We've got raids, dungeons, higher level activities, Trials of Osiris, of course. But it's no longer relevant in Crucible, and they have just recently taken it out of Iron Banner. And I kind of wonder whether that's sort of an experiment that they're doing. So I'm wondering, it seems like it's all endgame stuff. So maybe we could just get rid of that number or hide it somehow and maybe just make those activities a little more difficult, give them a little more AI to the enemies, maybe add a few more enemies, give them a little more health, add a few more champions. Seems kind of irrelevant. I don't know how much it's tied into Destiny's code, but I'm sure it could probably hide it. But the question is how relevant is that to players? Is making the number go up important to the gameplay loop to characters? And is it important to Bungie to keep player engagement? Like, how much is that necessary? People don't play a lot of certain game modes, and that kind of drives them into them to get their powerful or pinnacle gear. But for me, that's just kind of a grind and an annoyance. I know for some people, they really enjoy it. But honestly, I'd rather just see better rewards than trying to make my number go up. Just give me some more guns or some, cosmetics or something for going and playing those things. We could drive people to play those modes like that. Another issue, I guess, is probably the seasonal artifact. It adds power to you, but really it's just about the mods, right? Like, it's not even about getting that extra power. And if we eliminated power level, then it seems like it'd be a lot less for Bungie to have to code every time they make an expansion or a season. So I don't know what you guys think. Is power level relevant anymore? Do we even need it? Or is it important to you as a player to see that number go up? I mean, we're a looter shooter, obviously. We're not an RPG. So I think the loot should be the driving factor, not, watching that, level steadily go up every single time you play an activity. So is it important to you to do that? Do you think power level's even necessary anymore? Let me know what you guys think. So, love you guys, love the show, love our community, and as always, stay frosty, Guardians.
That's an intriguing question, man. The way he stated it,
Yeah,
it made me think a little bit more about even more what I was talking about. What do you think? I mean, that was my spinful theory. I guess it's not so crazy after all. Other people are already thinking about it.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll still drive engagement without having to worry about moving a number up? I know you like doing that.
I don't know. I mean, you figure, you could just walk in next season and you're going to be level 0.
You could.
And then they could say that, you know, so you can do whatever you want and you get all this XP and things like this, because everything that I've seen about this says that it's going to go the XP route. So that you can just get XP and then you're going to level up, and then that's what's going to matter. They're going to take away power, basically.
Okay, so you're saying basically you're going to start at 0, like the number above you for the season pass number, and maybe you have to be a certain distance on the season pass, maybe, or so many times around on the artifact, where you start getting
it's all going to be done it's going to all be done through the artifact, is what everyone is suspecting.
That makes sense. So, it'd be easy to track too. They're already tracking it, right? It's a number above your head.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess it does make sense. And I mean, power is something artificial. And I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, kind of all for it.
Maybe think about it. You need to be level 100 to do a Grandmaster.
No, they're not going to do that.
No. Okay.
No, it's all, but there's going to be no power basically. So you can do anything.
Wow. Okay.
So you can do a Grandmaster as soon as Grandmasters open up. Everybody could.
So it's just all going to be unlocking the artifact and unlocking the season pass. Nobody worries about numbers. Glad I got those bounties stored up. Oh, all right. I won't go there.
But bounties are going to be useless.
I don't know. Bounties are XP, man. I mean, all bounties are stored XP.
But still, though, you can put in as much effort or as little as you want, though.
But you still have to get
the XP. It doesn't matter.
To move the bar up or to unlock your artifact mods, at least the current system. There may be something totally different they tell us about. And then I may just be dismantling bounties for nothing.
Well, exactly. And I hope to God that's the case.
No. Don't you do that to me. You got to give me at least, they got to warn us.
No, they don't.
You mean people are stocking up bounties right now? A lot. Not you, I know.
So?
You're so,
nobody cares. I mean,
I think some people care.
Well, no, I just mean at Bungie. Nobody at Bungie cares.
Yeah.
That's the reason why. That's why they tell you every year. They didn't do it this season where they're like, hey, make sure that you cash in all your, all your stuff. So because it's not going to carry over, they're just like, fuck it. You guys know what's going to happen. But
I don't know.
I don't know. I just hope they do away with it, where it's basically that bounties aren't weighted as much as other things.
I'm fine with that. Have I think Brittany even said it. Have 2 challenges that pop up for whatever story you're doing for the day, and you can either do them or not. I think it was Brittany said that.
Yeah.
Correct me. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I don't know, man. I don't know that, the grinders and, all the grinders out there that like grinding XP. I don't know, man. That's a strong part of the game, is getting that number to go up. I just don't know if I don't know if Bungie's brave enough to get rid of that system. Well, we're going to find out in a day, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So, quick question for you here from Mo.
Okay.
He asks, anti-barrier sniper rifle is back. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah?
No. Hell yeah. There you go, Mo.
Okay.
Did that sound wrong? Sorry. I can edit it out.
It sounded something.
Okay.
Okay. These two here go back to back.
Okay.
Okay. Rodimus asks, have you caught up yet? Asking about questions.
Oh.
If no, why? And when are you just going to nuke and start over?
We've been talking about that. A lot of podcasts do that. They'll just dismantle. They just throw the questions away and they collect more the next week. And we can do that, I guess, but
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. As long as they're still relevant, and they're not talking about, Christmas presents. I swear I was trying to,
for this Christmas.
I was trying to loop that back around, but I got caught in a lie. Anyway, I don't know. I enjoy all the questions. The problem is how long do you want to be here?
Well,
community
I think
questions.
that depends on the people, because some people are like, hey, make an 8-hour show. And
Yeah, we've had suggestions about that, having a community question show, and we've tried, but we still can't get through them all. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to talk some more on it. What do you guys think? Let us know. Show feedback segment. I'm not trying to sell it. I just want to hear. I want to hear from our listeners. I mean, you guys are the ones who shape our show. Tell us. Do you like the community questions? Are we droning on too long? We just need to move on. What? Tell us. You got to join our Discord first. That's discord.gg/Guardian Downcast.
See, now you're selling.
What?
But Brittany asks,
Yes.
question for the show. Now, can we ban Rodimus?
Poor Rodimus. He's been
Yeah, he's a victim of unfortunate timing.
He's been
I think.
a pinata today. Yeah.
Yep.
Know the feeling.
So, okay. There's one thing I want to find. Here. Okay. All right. Average D2 player. New to the Discord as of, I want to say yesterday.
Welcome. Yes. He's from the UK.
Yeah. Maybe 2 days ago. Yep.
Welcome.
Oh, well, shit. Yeah. It was yesterday because
It's early morning.
Time zones and shit like that. Yeah. It's a gag. But he asked, what is your view on the Pinnacle Cap? Talk of it possibly being removed from the game. Do you think this is the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do?
Yeah,
if it wasn't removed, how would you improve the grind to reach the Pinnacle Cap?
See, this is the enigma. This is the problem we're having is you get rid of the Pinnacle Cap, you get rid of leveling. Then what are we tuning in every day? What are we logging on every day to do once the story's done? Or once we play all the Crucible we want to play? God forbid Gambit. Please fix Gambit. I don't know, man. I kind of like grinding a little bit every day. That's just part of my gaming mentality is chiseling away at something and moving that bar up, getting that number to go higher. I mean, we've already spoken on this, Hazel. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I mean, I think the part of this question that I liked is, if it wasn't removed, how would you improve the grind to reach the Pinnacle Cap?
Like I said, just have that number they track every season. That'll be your seasonal rank whatever you complete on your season pass bar. If you're like, I'm level 240 something right now. So that'll be my level maybe that'll be the catalyst or the carrot and the stick to keep me playing every day, is to get that number to go up. Maybe that'll be the new number instead of worrying about jumbling all your gear and getting your average gear score up to get to the Pinnacle Cap.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be fine with that if we did it that way. Just as long as I have something the number can go up on.
Yeah, but I mean, you're missing the point of that question, though. It was if they left things basically alone and just left it how it is, what could they do to improve the Pinnacle Cap grind?
I know what your answer is going to be is less bounties, right?
No, man, because bounties don't help you with the Pinnacle Cap.
You're talking about Pinnacle activities. I got you. For the Pinnacle grind.
Yeah, I mean, what could be done to help improve that grind? I mean, the obvious answer to me, what's that?
I'm going to say just give us rewards for time spent playing the game.
Oh.
We reach a certain level in whatever, let us get I don't know. Maybe put higher Pinnacle level weapons in the season pass bar. As we approach 50, you're going to get this power level or a Pinnacle drop. Or this level, how about 75? You get another Pinnacle drop. And you see that they're planned ahead. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
So you're saying put more emphasis on the season pass?
Yeah, I mean, because that's... Man, you remember those years, right? In Destiny 1, everyone was complaining, can I just play what I want and just get some kind of reward for it? Give us... Remember the thing was give us a path to get the stuff. It's a looter shooter. Give us the path to give us the stuff. Well, they said, okay, fine. Here's a season pass bar. Anything you do moves the bar. You unlock the square. You get what's in the square. There's your path to rewards.
Yeah. I mean, and I remember Rise of Iron is where they really said, hey, all right, we're taking the cap off and here you go. You go forth and do what you want.
Yep. I remember.
Yeah,
those years.
but you remember what it was before that, though?
What's that? It was level.
Well, right, but do you remember how you hit that?
Yeah, you had to go in high level activities. You had to go in VOG, Forever 29, right?
Yeah, buddy. You got your shit from raids and high-end content.
Man, we got it so easy
I
now.
miss those days.
We got it so easy now. I remember those days. I was like, I don't have anybody to raid with today. I want to get to 30, damn it.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, man. It made me want to raid, though.
Yeah, it did, right? So, my answer to this is the exact opposite of what I just said. How would you improve the grind? I kind of feel dirty for saying this, but to me, it's targeted loot drops.
All right, you have to explain that. Give me in a scenario here.
Okay, so I'll give you an idea here. So, okay, so say it's Glassway Strike coming up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the skeleton keys that you could get in D1 that you could unlock a chest?
Gotcha. Yes, bring that back. Hell yeah.
So you bring that back, and then you can unlock a chest, and you can get, if you hit the goal of like 100,000 on a Nightfall, you open it up. It gives you, like, that week for the Glassway, it could be arms.
Guaranteed loot.
Guaranteed pinnacle loot.
I'm all for that. I miss those days. Man, it was so much fun. I used to solo Nightfalls just to get those damn chests, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good idea. Bring that back.
I mean, and I'd be okay with that, keeping Pinnacle the way it is. I mean, if I can farm it, and not really farm it, but just if I know that it's targeted, then I can be, I know what I'm doing.
Knowing Bungie, they would cap it, though, so people just didn't run 50 strikes in one day and they're at the Pinnacle cap. They'd probably give you like one per character.
But you could only get arms. I mean, that's the thing.
Oh, I see.
For that one. You'd only get arms on that strike. So the next week you would get
Nightfall exclusive loot.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It'd make people do Nightfalls.
Yeah, it would. Make me do more Nightfalls. Now that I know there's a good carrot at the end other than just some random legendary shards and maybe a material or something and some legendary that I don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be on board for that. Good question. Cool. Average Destiny gamers. Is that his name?
Average D2 player.
Okay. Gotcha. Welcome again to the Discord.
Not so average question.
That was a very above average question. That was big brain, man. Okay. I'm going to have, Mo has a speak pipe here talking about the helm, I guess, here. So let's see what he has to say.
All right. So I'm going to try and keep this short. So, regarding the helm, suddenly this season being moved out from the Lassie and put into space, what do you think that could be down to? Is there more there than just reconnaissance? We need to know what's happening from outside space before it comes to Earth or the Lassie. Like, maybe there's more to it. Maybe there's a reason why they've gone up in space, because they know the Lassie is going to get nuked, or parts of it's going to get an attack or whatever, and we're just going to be like out of the way so the helm doesn't get fucked. I don't know. I was just wondering. Like, obviously this ain't my idea. I ain't got no fucking brains to even start theorizing stuff. But that's what I've seen other people talk about. So yeah, just want to know your thoughts on that, and look forward to hearing back from you guys. Bye bye.
Thanks, Mel Hoffo. Appreciate it, buddy.
You.
They've been talking about maybe a possible invasion, right, to the last city and stuff. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I've been seeing more and more stuff about this, and I don't think so. I don't see it happening. I think it's too dark.
It's too early. I think it's too early.
Too early?
I mean, too early in the story progression.
What the hell are you talking about?
About the dark invasion, the witness invasion.
I mean, it doesn't have to happen, like, now. I mean, it can happen maybe like next season.
They can be putting the gears in motion. I got you.
Well, I mean, they're putting the gears in motion for something.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that's going to be too dark if they just, destroy the last city and
all the people
that are there and everything else. I mean, that's just super fucking dark.
Dude, I know you'd love that. You love to watch the world burn, man. Consequences,
I mean,
right? I'm kind of onto your theory, man. I gotta admit, it'd be so fun if it twisted that way.
But I think it's too dark for Destiny.
Okay.
I don't see them ever going that dark.
Maybe in a TV series.
I don't know, man. I just don't see it happening.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it would. I mean, but to me, part of me doesn't hope that either, because to me, there's a line that you cross if you do something like that.
Right.
It's like, basically it's jumping the shark. So if you do that, what's the next thing? They wipe out basically humanity. So what's left? What are we fighting for? Revenge? We're just pissed off. So I don't know.
I don't know.
They get paid a lot more than I do to sit and come up with shit. So
that's exactly what I was going to say. Yep. I don't make story. That's what they do.
Yeah. I mean, then again, they'd had how long to clear out everybody from Titan and IO and everything?
I have
all the ships.
Oh yeah,
coming in, picking people and everything.
Yeah. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? Damn it! I got like 5 speak pipes I really need to play today.
Okay, that's fine.
They're quick answers.
But yeah, we've got a shit ton of questions. So
okay. Well, how about we dig into the Discord? What else we got?
Okay. Rodimus asks, what the bloody hell is slow mode? Basically to stop people from asking too many damn questions at once.
Yeah. Slows down we've never had to do that before, by the way. I think Brittany turn that on? Yeah.
She did, thank God.
Well, it was hard to keep up. There were so many people typing all at once. It was a firestorm, man. Now, I don't know how streamers deal with that. I don't know how they do it. How do you... Anyway.
Yeah. Ronin Red Lion asks, has anyone else noticed that the architects are way more active lately?
Architects? Where?
The architects.
Oh, architects. Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't hear that right. Let me get my hearing aid turned up. Hold on. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I've noticed it. I mean,
you talking about around the tower?
I still die to the
building stuff. You mean?
No, he's talking about dying to the architects.
Oh, dying to the architects. Okay.
Yeah. No, I think I still die the same amount to the architects. Yeah. Nothing like getting flung into a wall from a phalanx. So.
Yeah, I have to agree. I haven't noticed any increase.
Yeah.
I'm questioning what you're doing.
One last question.
In game.
Peru. Yeah. And where you put yourself.
Yep.
Rodimus goes on to ask, how about now? Can we nuke the channel? So we're going to say no.
No. Next question.
Yep. Exactly. Look at that. And Rodimus, just for future questions that you ask that, the answer is going to be no.
No.
So you can just save that question. And if I see it anymore in here, I'm just going to go ahead and just unthumb it. So love you though.
Love ya. Okay. I'm going to go with the speak pipe here. This one is from good old Uncle Scumdeath. What's up, Scumdeath?
Hello, Scumdeath here. What would you, how do you say it? If the Earth was ending, or the universe was ending in 1 hour's time, what would you do with that last 1 hour that you have of the existence of humanity? Bit depressing, I know, but, gotta be prepared.
Scumdeath, is there something you need to tell us, man? You know something? Come on, man. Don't hold it back. What would you do, Hazel? What would you do?
I'd spend it with my family.
I was just going to say, I'd probably lie in bed with my wife probably and just look in her eyes as whatever comes over us comes over us. That's the way I want to end it, I guess. Yep.
And then be reborn as a guardian.
Exactly. Then my ghost will revive me. Okay. Go ahead, Hazel.
Okay. The Gatr King, a.k.a. Kingsley Mack.
Kingsley.
Question for the show. I forgot.
Huh? What?
Good answer.
I'm confused.
Yep. Okay, so we've got this question a couple times here. It's, what are your thoughts on Arc 3.0?
Yeah, we just talked with the guys from Two Titans and Hunter about it. Want to give them the TLDR?
Well, just a high-level thought. What do you think?
High-level thought. Damn, I don't know if I'm capable of that. High-level thought. I'm excited about Warlocks, especially the ramming electro energy thing. I don't know. I'll have to see how that's in action. But man, is Titan going to be fun this season. I might be jumping into a Titan skin unless I lose my bet, because I honor my bets. So I would be a hunter if that's the case. I'd still have fun with that. I think everyone's going to have fun with all three classes.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be the meta? That's what Werewolf asks.
I think so, because you know Bungie, man. Just like with Stasis, just like with Void, they're going to put it out hot. They're going to get everybody all excited about it, and then once they start getting some raw data, they'll start tuning things down, and then I'll be playing Voidlock again. What about you? What do you think?
Oh man, I'm excited to see it. It seems to me that it's a little more, I don't know, it seems like kind of like Solar 2.0, kind of.
Really?
I mean, with the whole, chaining of abilities. So I don't know if we were Bungie sort of messed up how we play Solar, because I run my Solar Titan and I just run hammers and I just run right into the middle of this shit and just start throwing hammers at stuff. So, that's what I used to do. Now I throw grenades at everything. So.
Okay. What else we got?
And then is it going to be prominent in the meta? I don't see how I don't know if it's going to be too sustainable in in-game content like GMs and that. But it looks like it's going to be a menace in PvP and low-end content for sure.
Okay. Okay. I've got one here from Miner. It's a good question.
It's a question for all of you. What's your favorite emotes? If you have more than one, go ahead and lay them out there for us. Love the show. As always. Later, guys.
Later, Miner. Favorite emotes. Oh boy. Let me pull up them. That's one thing I always try to collect are all the emotes. And man,
I don't go that far. I don't want to, I just want the cool ones. That's my thing.
And what's the cool ones?
Well, the loyal companion one.
Yes.
The doggy one.
Yep.
Because dogs are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Then, are emotes even in them?
No, that's what I'm looking for right now. I was looking to see vendors, maybe.
I was like, you lied to
Records. Me. Sorry, man. I thought it was in here. It's not. At least I don't see it yet. Like completion stuff. I'm looking. Damn.
Yep, it's not in here.
Dang it. Come on, damn.
But the other one that I like is the one where you throw your arms up in the air and there's fireworks that go off around. You just jump around.
The celebratory.
Spinning around.
Yeah. Fireworks celebratory. Yeah.
I like that one.
All right. Yeah. My favorite one right now is the water gun, man. I actually paid for that one. And you pump up your super soaker and you just start spraying back and forth. It is so much fun.
Hey, they are in there.
Where are they at?
So if you go to Dim,
yep.
Right below Sparrows, it has the little wheel.
Sparrows in your inventory segment?
Yeah.
Sparrows, okay.
Ooh, the high five heart is a good one too.
Sparrows and the wheel. Oh, yes.
Magnetic Attitude is the one I was talking.
It just shows the one you have in the.
Or not. Right.
It just shows the one you have, the one on the wheel, right? That's all it shows.
Yeah, the one that you have equipped right now.
Right. I have the soccer ball one, but it's I think it's a moat where you're kicking around the ball. I've got the victory pose. I love that one where you're stepping on a skull and you have like a hunting rifle, like you're posing, like trophy game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. On another one, I have. I've always liked the Enigma. It's where the warlock is kind of figuring out a puzzle, like a star, trying to bring stuff together. Yeah. I've always loved that one. In fact, that when Guardian Photographer did our portraits, that's what I used. I think on one of mine. And then finally, I like the selfie.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah. Well, three others that I like are, one of them is the Luxurious Toast.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're sitting there like Callus.
Yeah, that's a good
swirling your drink.
I had that one.
And then you just throw it over your shoulder. I love that.
It's great.
And then the other two that I use, for fun are, the quick hug.
Oh yeah, the pat.
And the lingering hug.
Oh, you're making it weird, man.
Exactly. Weird. Exactly. And I'll do that with people in the tower. And I just leave the lingering hug on until like they either break first, because I'm not going to break first.
Oh my God. That's creepy, man. Now I got to put it on.
It's so fun.
Now I got to put it on.
Go ahead. Rodimus asks, can you answer my above question in a timely manner, please, and not months? Yes, we will answer it if I can find it. Okay, there we go. Can we nuke this channel? No.
Nope.
Done. Look at that. We are clearing out a ton of questions.
We are getting through these, man. I'm proud of ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
pat on the back.
You know what, though? I wonder if we just nuke Rodimus. Would that solve a lot of the question problem?
Ooh. I do have quite a few speak pipes. Since we're giving him so much shit, we'll have to close out with one of his.
Yeah, probably. Any weapons that you're looking forward to using with ARC 3.0?
Yeah, you just told me about it. the submachine gun. I was making sure I had it in my vault. The
Risk Runner.
The Risk Runner. Hell yeah. I have all the ornaments for that too. That was my favorite weapon for a long time.
Yeah.
Like in the forges. Oh, okay, Hades. Yeah, that's the one, man. Another ARC one would be since they're buffing the slow firing auto rifles, the Come to Pass, which was from the Witch Queen. It's one of the Witch Queen farm. I've been leveling that one up because I have a feeling that is going to kick ass next season. And then I also have the one from the Battlegrounds called Sweet Sorrow. That one's crafted as well. So I'm working those both at the same time, trying to get extra kills, get them ranked up so I can craft them before the season. I got a little bit of time, not a whole lot though. What about you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to using maybe Cloud Strike. I think that could be fun.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that sniper rifle. Hell yeah.
That could be fun. Dead Messenger is going to be fun too.
Yes, that will be. That's good anywhere, man.
Yeah. I mean, a ton of stuff. I mean, my Insidious.
Oh, what about Darkest Before? Fast firing pulse rifle that's ARC. I might be yanking that. Oh! My third axiom.
Nasty.
My third axiom. That's ARC. Oh, I got so many good rolls of that. That's such a great
blow the
rifle.
Dust off of that thing.
Dude, it's so much fun to use. It's so much fun.
Or Barons, man.
Oh, wait a minute. What about your Adept Horrors Least?
I know. I was saving that for last.
Oh, you were going to rub that in my face. I see what you're doing. That's all right.
Maybe. Well, don't forget Shadow Price as well.
Yes, I got that. I got one of those as well. We'll have to see how auto rifles feel next season.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, well, that's a 600 or 450.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
well, the Come to Pass was the slow, the 360. Has a ton of range though. Man, it's got range. Well, let's see. That's what I'm excited about. I've already been thinking about this before the questions even asked. I've already been shaping a lot of these weapons. So yeah. Good question.
SV6 Mad
asks,
question for the show. What is your most used or most kills weapon? And how many kills has it got on?
You know what my answer is going to be, but I want to hear yours first.
Yeah, yours is Telesto.
I have 45,000 kills on that weapon. 10,000 in Crucible alone. I love that rifle.
Yep. A gun that I haven't used in probably seasons or longer. The Origin Story.
Oh, that's right. I remember this question. We've been asked this question before. You had that.
Yeah.
We both had the same answers.
I mean, yeah.
See, we're not lying. We're not lying.
I'm still trying to use other stuff.
I know.
And I mean, I still can't get close to it because everything that comes out, I just want to try and play. And
yeah, I hear you.
I mean, it sucks, but I don't think I'm ever going to dethrone my Origin Story with 11,594 kills.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. I have one here from Hammercrasher 32. I haven't heard this one. Let's see what he's talking about.
Hey, Hammercrasher 32 here. I have a question for you. So I was told that I'm weird, that I don't have quote unquote comfy clothes like PJ pants or basketball shorts or any of that stuff. When I wake up in the morning, I put my jeans on, and t-shirt, and keys in my pocket, wallet in my pocket, and phone, and I'm good to go for the rest of the day. Whether I'm taking the kids somewhere, shooting basketball, riding my bike, cooking dinner, whatever it is. I'm in jeans and a t-shirt. Is it weird that I don't have comfy clothes? I think it's weird that people wear clothes that aren't comfy. Anywho, that's my question. What do you think?
What do you think, Hazel?
I mean, I think comfort is subjective. I mean, I think it's just up to you.
Yeah, I think jeans and a t-shirt's pretty comfortable. Well, it's not too hot.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, like myself, I'm in like basketball shorts right now. I mean, and a t-shirt.
Yeah, me too.
What?
Yeah, I'm in shorts and t-shirt too, yeah.
I don't believe. Not at all.
I wear basketball shorts when I'm in the house. T-shirt and the basketball shorts. That's what I always wear in the house. I'm very, very comfy clothes.
Yeah. I think comfort is whatever you make it.
I think it has to do with where you live too. I mean, I'm trying to remember where Hammercrasher's from, but I don't know. I mean, Florida, you can't wear jeans down here in the summer. You'll just die. You'll just shrivel up and just you won't make it. Got to wear shorts in the summer. Most of the year, actually. About 9 months of the year, you can wear shorts here. It's kind of tough to put jeans on. I love wearing jeans, don't get me wrong. I got some really good comfortable ones. But yeah, in the summer especially, man, we can't wear jeans. Is it a year-round thing there, Hazel, in Ohio?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, yeah.
Okay. Just curious. Okay, I'm looking at the clock. Let's keep rolling here. What else we got?
All right. I'm just going to pick some random ass questions. So, Mr. Monkey asks, I've not seen it talked about much, but is Second Chance a start to exotic armor being anti-champion? If so, what would you like to see reworked? Celestial Nighthawk as anti-barrier? ?
What is he referring to as Second Chance? I'm dense here. What's he referring to as Second Chance? Like giving exotics another role? Like reworking them?
No, I think there's, I believe it's the exotic.
Oh, it's an exotic.
Yeah, exotic arms for the Titan.
Oh.
Gain a second charge of your shield throw melee, which becomes shield piercing and stuns anti-barrier channels.
I see. Okay. I don't play Titan enough, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you probably don't have that.
So. I don't think I do. No.
Yeah.
So he's talking about Nighthawk, right? Doing the same thing?
Well, no, he's just talking about what would you like to see. I mean, do you think that this is a step toward exotic armor being able to, stun champions?
Gotcha. All right, I follow the question now.
I
know, I'm sorry.
That
was a long
question.
walk. I'm sorry, it was a long walk.
No, you're fine. I'm thinking about the question because there's so many pieces of exotic armor.
Yeah.
So many.
Oof.
I would hope so. I mean, it would take away it would basically give people the more of an option for build crafting. Sorry, Rodman. You know what I mean? I mean, they could use any weapon as long as they had a shield throw they could throw and break a barrier.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking like a warlock.
Just another way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like Winter's Guile, it gives you use melee attacks. It increases your melee damage for a short amount of time. I was using this on my what is it, the Mustang Snap build with the Solar 3.0 on my Warlock. And yeah, it was pretty nice. It was working pretty good. It'd be nice if we had... You figure maybe they give that unstoppable champ.
Or
how about like Claws of Ahamkara gives you an additional melee charge. If I have like that Thunderball with a Arc 3.0, it throws that Thunderball. Yeah. Maybe gives me an extra Thunderball, and then maybe it disrupts champions. I mean, yeah that would give a...
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
It sounds like a good idea. I mean, then you could still have the champion mods too for weapons, because,
right,
cooldowns and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I could see that. We'll have to tune in tomorrow and see.
Yeah, exactly. So Carpal Leader actually threw out a question that was asking about Arc 3.0 and what do you think will happen to the Hunter Super? I predict he's going to get, or the Hunter Super will get 2 supers. So there we go. I'm psychic.
I'm actually pretty excited about that dancer pole that you can stab in the ground and electrocute everybody. That's going to be fun.
The Gathering Storm.
Yeah, it looks fun. It'd be Gandalf.
Well, it sounds fun. I mean, I'm excited to see it. I mean, because I have a feeling they're going to start with a sizzle reel and it's going to just be bonkers.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's going to get fired up and then they're going to say, season's open, let's go. Then the servers will be clogged. Thanks, Bungie.
Yep, exactly. Unless they say, hey, we're going to go ahead and, for some reason, the PS4 people can't get on. And
oh, no, don't. Yeah, console wars start all over. Oh, my God. I have, Hades has a rant, so I want to give it justice. Let him speak his piece here. Here we go.
So, 4th time lucky, 5th time lucky, something's time lucky. Apparently, I've accidentally been closing the SpeakPipe app page thing with my face. Cause,
he's on his bike.
Yeah.
I forget
I'm an idiot. I'm blaming the fact that it's way too hot. Question for the show. Jesus, it's way too hot. I've lost everything. Let's go into a random rant. Yeah, this is more fun. So I was going up a lovely, 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 lovely steep hill on my bike because fuel's cheaper for a bike than it is for a car. Picked up dinner, and as I was going up this hill, I saw a car a bit ahead of me. Was slowly catching up to this car because I may have been speeding slightly, and by slightly I mean by about 3 miles an hour, because it was that or drop a gear, and I couldn't be bothered to go up a hill in 2nd gear because that's ridiculous. Car saw me, and I could tell exactly when this car saw me because they suddenly slowed down a lot, and massive L plate on the front. My bike looks nothing like a police bike, I can promise you that. They then continued slowing down by about 10 miles an hour. I then was catching up, at which point they slammed the brakes on. So I was nearly in their boot. It was great. Trunk for you American, but it's a boot, so meh. I then dodged around them, was in front of them. They decided to overtake me and swerve left and right and left and right and left and right. It kind of impressive that the dog didn't fall over in the back, so I feel sorry for that dog. Got to the top, and they cut me off and hurled a load of abuse at me and decided to threaten me. Threatened to beat me up while I was there wearing a helmet and reinforced gloves. Some people aren't the brightest. So, finish it up with a question, because why not? I don't think I've run out of time here. Mo, I don't know how you do it. Question for you all. Have you ever been in a situation so ridiculous that someone's been hurling abuse at you and you've struggled not to laugh at them? Love you all. Have fun. Stay safe.
Well, Hazel?
That's been the most polite rant I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to throw that up.
Welsh?
Yeah, I would say every day at my job, at the last position that I had was, every day I got yelled at for shit that wasn't my fault that I wanted to laugh at. And,
Well, that's demoralizing.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. That sucks. Sorry, dude. I know you're going through that. I used to have a job like that. My uncle would yell at me every day because he was paranoid I was taking customers. And, it's really weird. As he was yelling his bad breath right at my face, I was thinking 90 more days and I'll start my own business. Keep on talking, buddy. 90 more days, 65 more days, 22 more days. Tomorrow I am out of here. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. And that's when I've dealt with it too. So, and as far as the aggressive driving, oh man, that's all the time in Florida. The passive aggressive driving where people purposely slow down. Yeah. That's very common here. Very common, unfortunately. Okay.
This is from J-Bone.
Okay.
And J-Bone asks, do you wish you could do more with your sparrow or ship? I would like to see exotic sparrows have weapons on them or space battles with your starships.
Oh man. Just as like a side game. If you're bored or you're waiting to get into, waiting to meet your friends for a raid or something. You sit there and shoot alien ships with your ship. Hell yeah. I'm all for that. Don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for the trophy room on your ship.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about that. Yeah.
I want like somebody's head on my ship, like Crota's head or something like that. Like, I fucking did it. I killed the sumbitch.
Trophy room. I got you. All right.
Here's a question from NS Ripsaw.
Oh, okay.
162.
Nice.
Just started listening to the podcasts, so I'm a bit behind. I heard your feelings on the grind for Solstice, but at least those had clear objectives that weren't behind RNG.
Very true.
I'm trying to get Reaper and have been grinding Leviathan for hours without seeing the correct enemy spawn. Literally have nothing but a full postmaster to show for it. Has this been discussed yet? Because the grind is worse.
Reminds me of the days on Mars. Remember you had to wait for that certain public event to get the sword? Was it for a sword? It was for the sword.
Yeah, you had to kill
a certain enemy.
Dickhead.
Yeah,
that dickhead in the north of the Cosmodrome.
And there'd be like 10 people just sitting around waiting because you knew where he was going to appear. So I was like, oh, fine. I'm going to go. What was it? Relic Iron? Relic Iron? That was the material there. You can see why I feel like farming stuff now because I killed time just going and collecting stuff. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, man. I feel your pain.
Yeah, there needs to be some way that you can minimize that because, I said this in the Discord, like whenever that happens and like, I'm like waiting for something to show up and it just never does. I just kind of assume that there's something that I'm doing wrong. So like what I'll do is I'll go to orbit and then I'll come back and be like, okay, maybe this will work.
Yeah. How about you put an activity stave, like you activate a stave and here he comes. They can do that. It wouldn't be that hard. You have to do that for the public event there anyway. The scythe or whatever it's called. That way it's there. You just go do it and you get complete it. I don't understand the randomness sometimes that Bungie puts into the game. I don't understand their thinking behind it. Do they want people to just get frustrated and just sit around waiting for a certain objective to pop up? Instead, just tell us where to go to do it and let us check it off the list.
Well, I mean, that's sort of, what Skill Up said in his review for Season of the Haunted.
Yeah, that was a good video. I liked it. He was fair.
And yeah, and I'll be honest, I did not think that was going to be the answer.
Yeah. What do you say? 50 of those Leviathan to complete it for the challenge? Or I guess the Triumph to get that title done. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot, man. I mean, you figure the season's only 90 days long. You got to give people a little bit of leeway. I think you said it was 4 per character each week to get it. That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
A lot, man.
Yeah.
Hell, I barely got 4 on one character.
I didn't even go for that shit. I was like, I wanted to, but then I was like, nah, I'm good.
First thing I'll do when a season pops up is I'll look at the new title. I'll look and see everything that's involved. And there's something just asinine and so stupid. I know we have some diehards on all communities around us that will go for that stuff. And I'm just like, man, that just looks brutal. I don't know. I mean, I'd love to have the title, but that looks like brutal. That's just brutal. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems crazy.
Yeah.
Well, hey, real quick here.
Yeah.
Mo Hoffo asks, what is the witness about to witness?
An ass kicking.
Couldn't said it better myself.
There we go. Question asked, question answered. Okay. Well, I'm going to go with one from SpeakPipe here. We're going to ask this one from BitDad. We don't hear from BitDad much. Thanks, BitDad, for sending us in, man. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Here is one from Mr. BitDad.
Hi, gents. It's BitDad. Help me out. Hopefully, help me out. I have heard you talking about leveling up weapons. And me being a very, very casual Destiny player at the moment, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about and how to even start leveling up weapons. So, question for the show. How do you start leveling up weapons? And please do it in English and in simple terms so a simpleton like me can understand it. Anyway, love the show. Keep up the great work. Laters.
Thanks, BitDad. I'm assuming he's talking about the weapon crafting. Is that what you were taking from that?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to start or shall I?
Yeah, I can start.
Okay.
So, once you get the weapon crafted, you just have to use it. Kill shit.
All right. I'm going to go even more basic. On the Witch Queen campaign, I don't have my game up. There is on the Throne World, which is the Witch Queen world, there is a place where you go to craft weapons. Do you have it up? You know what it's called, Hazel?
It's the Enclave.
The Enclave, thank you. And that you'll be doing missions if you play the Witch Queen story, BitDad. She'll introduce you to it. In fact, they'll even make you, as part of the storyline, craft a glaive, I believe, right off the bat. So
yes,
they'll show you how to do it. They'll hold your hand and show you how to do it. What I would tell you to do is just start playing the Witch Queen campaign. If you haven't played it already, what are you doing, man? That's a great story. One of my favorite campaigns from Destiny 2. Do that and it will show you how to craft a weapon and you'll see how it's done. Anything else to add there, Hazel?
No.
You know, we talked about maybe having a small segment every so often. We used to do Gun of the Month, but what if we did like a Tip of the Month for like people who maybe don't know all the little things in Destiny?
Yeah, we could do that.
We'll talk it over. We'll see what we can come up with. Thanks, BitDad. Appreciate it, buddy.
I am going to go to the pins.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I like this one. Okay. Now, granted, this was asked 3 months ago, but I still think it's valid.
Okay.
Chubby Wizard 2.0. Question for the show. Will the changes to Iron Banner make it relevant again, or is Iron Banner a lost cause? I think some people might be inclined to jump in, especially if they bring back old gear.
Oh man, nostalgia's strong with Iron Banner for me. Like, there was a fusion rifle called Perun's Ruin. I love that thing, man. I miss those weapons. They had personality. And they were just cool weapons. They were different from everything else you can get in the world. Yeah, man, I think the fact that they've taken the power enabled away so anybody can play, and not only that, you can play with sunset weapons after you've kept. You can play with anything that's in your vault, man. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, I think it's great. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't played a ton of Crucible this season, but when there was an Iron Banner up, I was in, man. So I think it's definitely relevant. And bringing back classic rewards, I'm all for that. Hazel?
I feel they don't know what the hell they're doing with Iron Banner.
Really? Just treading water, maybe?
Yeah, because think about it. I mean, they have Crucible Labs, and they introduced zone control, which nobody really played.
Right.
And then they put Rift and Iron Banner that had no testing or anything like that amongst the community.
Right.
So to me, it's like, it's basically, it seems to me like Eruption is going to be like Crucible Labs 2.0.
Yeah, but there's the thing. We're only getting it twice next season. Is it going to be Eruption, both of them, or are they going to put something else first? Eruption both?
It's going to be Eruption for both, yeah.
But they're going to put it in the labs early in the season before the first Iron Banner, right? You know what they said?
No.
Oh, they're not?
No, Rift is going to be in labs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was confusing because they were talking about Rift and Eruption in like the same breath, but no, it's just that.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically that it's 2.0.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's just how I'm seeing it. It kind of sucks, but yeah. Okay. We'll end the questions on this one regarding Discord questions.
Okay.
This one is from Admiral Nips.
Who? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hambo 1982 on Xbox One.
Yes.
If that rings a bell.
Yes.
Question for the show. You gonna click that link? Okay, moving on.
We'll take us out on one from Rodimus. He has quite a few in here.
So, question for the show. Have you ever had a third co-host? And if you're going to add a third co-host, why is it going to be RNG Gatr?
I think we've discussed it. I mean, we started out with Easy when we first started out, and the only thing all right, I'll just speak freely here. The only thing with a third host is it's a third opinion you need to get, and that means our shows will be even frickin' longer than they are now. I mean, think about it. 3 hosts and a guest. That's 4 people. That's a lot of roundtable.
It is.
And I worry that our shows are already pretty long, and I would worry that it would take it even more. I tell you what is nice, though, is if one of us had to miss, it'd be nice if RNG Gatr could fill in for us. It's like a backup host. That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's done that for us already, so.
Yeah, he has. I mean, one thing that you and I have kicked around is adding a third host for live shows.
That's right. And it like a mod. And we were going to have the mod basically keep up with chat because my old eyes can't. And the show would go off the rails if I was sitting there trying to follow everything everyone was typing. Yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah.
Maybe in our next live show, we'll try it out.
Yeah, I like it. And that could lead to more live shows.
True. I wouldn't be so stressful if we had a mod in there that can actually, channel questions that are in the chat. Something to think about. Well, hey, everybody. thanks for those questions. We appreciate your input on the show. We really do. That's why we spend so much time answering our community questions, because we love it, man. It's our favorite time of the show. It really is. No offense to, Respawn and Parody. They're great.
No. Questions are my favorite part.
Okay.
I love those guys.
But yeah, thank you very much for sending the questions. If we didn't get to your speak pipe or we didn't get to your Discord question, it's not going anywhere. We're not blowing them up, Rodimus. They're right there. We've got them nice and pinned and organized. And on our next show, we'll dip into some more. So thanks, everyone. Okay. We'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what picks our weekly guests want to share with you.
Or just visit our website at guardiandowncast.com for all the contact info and where else to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Man, don't or me. Hey, Guardians, while you're at it, follow our Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. We post those links in our show description every week.
So check us out, and later, Guardian.
Toddles. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we end the show tonight, we have a few announcements we want to make. Hazel, you want to start us off?
Okay. So, again, the watch party. Feel free to join, lurk, hear other people's thoughts, share your own. Aside from that, Scrims will be starting up again in probably September. Also with some raids in there too. I've gotten some flack for not having raids. So, and dungeon. So yeah. So be on the lookout for those in the Discord under the activity channel. And I think that's pretty much everything I've got going on besides the Hazel's healthy contest and all that good shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have the showcase tomorrow, so it's going to be kind of tough to plan out anything until we know what the hell's going on, right? So.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
And I'm not going to schedule scrims during Iron Banana.
So. Right. Because you only get it twice a month, so gotta jump on it.
Twice a season. So yeah.
I'm at month.
I don't want to cut the base that much.
2 times in 3 months. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Hazel. Just want to reiterate our question of the month for August. We've heard all the terms casual, hardcore, try-hard, serious casual, hobbyist. I mean, there's so many labels out there for what we consider ourselves. And not to do that, but the question for August is, as you've played Destiny, what kind of player do you consider yourself? Not only that, but why do you think that you're classified as that kind of player? What parameters make you that kind of player, in your opinion? We'll need all of your answers by Wednesday, August 31st, and on episode 163, which is 2 episodes away, guys. Get on it. Hazel and I are going to read the answers, or play the answers from our speak pipe, and we'll include answers from our Discord as well. May read out a couple favorites maybe we have. And if you can send a voicemail of your answer to speakpipe.com/GuardianDownCast, or our question of the month channel in our Discord. The links will both be in our show description right down there. We're going to have our drawings again and our giveaways. One person is going to win a $25 Amazon gift card. It was Hammer Crasher last month. Congrats, buddy. SpeakPipe answers, like I say, they'll be entered into 2 additional drawings for podcast merch. So get those SpeakPipes into us. And just want to let you know we do have merch from designedbyhumans.com. You can search for Guardian Downcast if you want to get a t-shirt or a mouse pad, mug, any of that stuff. Most people ask me, you guys got a merch store? Yeah, we've had it for a while now. So thank you very much. I want to give a shout out to our Patreon community. I want to give a shout out to our Dungeon Champion patrons, Scoot and the Scarlet KM. Thank you, sirs. And our raid boss patrons, Jealous and Frostbite, for all your support, guys. You guys rock. We appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And a quick thank you to all of our Patreon members out there. You know who you are. Support goes right back into our community with all our drawings, our improvements, our any of our boosts and our Discord, all that good stuff. So if you want to support us, visit patreon.com/support Guardian Downcast. And we have different tiers in there. You just have to look around and see what you want to do. And, there's little perks. You can, annoy Gatr and Hazel here with name changes. Wait, did you write that in there? Oh, you must have added that, Hazel. Oh, sorry. And there's some cool benefits, like a special badge in our Discord, a nice gold Discord emblem. And, also a private Discord channel to chat in. No feet pics, please. Thank you. It's
funny you say that because there's more feet pics in there than there are anything else.
I don't know what you're talking about. So thank you to all our awesome members. We do have another special Patreon episode coming out very soon, so keep an eye out for that. And I believe, Hazel, that is it. I think that's a wrap, man. For all of you listeners out there, especially the ones that are just finding out about us, we have 160 other episodes out there with interviews from gamers all over our community. So take a look at those. Like I said, especially if you're new and just finding out about us. And if you like what you hear, tell a friend, especially a Destiny friend. I don't do social media very well, so we're counting on you. You're our front line. All right. So Hazel, where can people find you, sir?
Quick and easy. Hazel NT. Anywhere and everywhere except for Twitch, where I am the Hazel NT.
Gotta love the branding. All right. You can find me on Twitter at Todd the Gatr. Remember, that's GATR. You can find me on PS5 and Steam and YouTube as Gatr. GATR. And don't forget those underscores. And I have been releasing some content, like I said, helping new players out there get started in Destiny. So check those out. And before we leave, Hazel, we have a Scum Death's Corner. And he said, he messaged me and said, dude, wait till you hear this week's. So I'm living vicariously through Uncle Scumdeath. So, Uncle Scumdeath, what is going on in the UK today, brother?
Hello, and welcome to Scumdeath's Corner. You are not going to believe this one. Yesterday, my missus came home. She came home from work. She's a care worker, and one of the individuals that she works with headbutted her in the chest, in the rib cage, and it threw her over the settee or the sofa, and she landed on the windowsill on her back of her ribs. So she smashed all her ribs in now, which is unbelievable.
What?
So she was in agony when she got home. And then, so she went to bed. And then 10:30, I thought, I'll go to bed. So went up to brush my teeth, turned the tap off, and all I just heard was, what the fuck's that? The pipe behind the sink in the bathroom just exploded, flooded the bathroom, and I had because we rent this place, I had no idea where the water cut-off valve is.
Oh, no.
So I'm running around trying to find the water cut-off valve. Managed to find it, but I don't think the valve's that great, so there's water still coming out.
Oh, my God.
And it's all flooded the bathroom. Obviously, it's all come through the bathroom floor, through the kitchen ceiling, blew all the electrics out. So we've got half electric in the house. The fridge freezer's has cut out. That's not been on since last night. Well, about 12 hours now. Well, 11 hours. So we're in a world of shit at the minute. So I've had to take the day off now, just trying to phone the estate agents to get a plumber and electrician out here. We've got the daughter and her girlfriend and her dog have come down to stay for her 21st birthday, but we're fucked. The ceiling in the kitchen's fucked. All the lighting's all dripping out the light fitting in the kitchen.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, I tell you what. Oh, fucking nightmare. So I'm just trying to get all the estate agents. The missus is in bed, in pains. Oh, my God, what a day. We've got 4 dogs here. 5 people. Oh, tell you what, you can't write this shit. Fuck my life, people will tell you. Fuck, you must think I'm making this shit up, I tell you. But I ain't. So, Yeah, I'll have to go. I've got to try and phone the estate agents. Maybe I might do an update. If anything happens today, I might do a part 2 to this, but we shall see. I'll keep you informed anyway. Oh, God, it's going to be a hell of a day. What day is it? It's Tuesday. Yeah, that happened Monday night. Yeah, literally, I was talking to Rodimus on the Discord, said goodnight to him, and then 5 minutes later, all this shit's hit the fan. All the water's hit the electrics, one of the two. So, yeah, there you go. That was my Monday night. Okay, now. Right. Love you all. Maybe speak to you later. Bye.
Okay, so maybe not this week. I'll live through him vicariously. I'll take a week off. Man, I hope you're doing well, man.
I hope so, too. Wow, and Mrs. Scumdeath, too.
Man, both of them have hard, broken ribs. Or bruised ribs, at least.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, Uncle Scumdeath, I hope everything works out, brother. Hey, everyone. Continue to be safe out there, and more importantly, take care of one another.
The weight of the world was on your shoulders, and still you triumphed. Marvelous.
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Get toddled. I'm not opening the door. You open the door.
Move, Parody.
I'm not opening the door. You're the one. No. Oh, it's my house. I got to open the door. All right. Oh, Night Demon. That's an outtake.
What are you doing here from across the pond?
Hey, it's
well, I just stopped. I figured I'd stop by and say hi.
All right,
how it is.
You're literally the last person I expected to be on my doorstep here in America.
Let me take that back again.
What brings you to our shores? Conquest 2?
That's an outtake. Right. All right, let me do that. Let me do that again. Okay. Hey, Hazel, ask me to open the door. Wait, what?
Have a good one.
Good times.
What?
Later, Gator.
Later.
Someone recording that?
No, we're just fucking with you.
Shit. Damn it.
Twitch was, but only.